Ladies and gentlemen, hello to you, the seasoned few. If you do not know what we came here to do, let me tell you right now. RPG style character progression, fantasy sports style betting in the most electrifying four corners known to mankind. It is pro wrestling. I again want to give a shout out to all of you, the season few. Beast is GOAT, want to stick around. He's going to have a big match later on tonight. Everyone knows that my main man Jamar and all the drama happening. Everyone wants to do what we do, but it's up to you, the season few, to really make it happen. Who wants to talk about storylines? It's up to Matt Storm, the man of 5,000 E-Feds, if you will. The big three, LTD, SSU, and TCW, all mixing storylines, and one man, of course, one man to trump them all. And no, I'm not talking about Matt Storm. I'm talking about the one, the only, the Ripper himself here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, we get to see the title around his waist since winning it in TCW. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? The new unified SSW SSU Unified Championship around the waist of not the Lord. The one man that you fear. It's not Lord Arthur, it's the Ripper himself. You gotta know the difference. If you don't, you done gone crazy. He's literally been trying to prove a point, and he did it, transforming into the Ripper, losing the match against Miguel Morales, his newly found to be son. He admitted that Miguel is his bastard child, and he lost the match and sent him to TCW, lost his contract here, and of course, it was all a ruse. The father tricked the son, and he was able to acquire the solo season Universal Championship from Totes over in TCW. Digital Dogs needs to stick around. He has a big plot in this storyline. Of course, Dogs and all the crew of TWO Total World Order have been challenging not just SSU characters, but TCW characters as well. So it seems we have a faction that is not simply just taking care of business in TCW, but trying to take care of business in SSU as well. Here we see Matt Storm trying to catch an early W, and he definitely was damn close. A 2 count on the Ripper, and what is he doing? This man is a psychopath, sacrificing it all, going up top, huge elbow drop that lands directly onto my guy Matt Storm's head. A couple chops free him up. Huge judo toss lands here, and again, we're talking about the drama of different shows mixing storylines. Of course, we know that TCW and SSU have a great storyline going where they're mixed. You know, again, our major title was won on their show. That's right, our major title was won on their show and brought back home thanks to the smarts of that man right there, the Ripper, who's getting really caught off guard here by Matt Storm and his highly active moveset. The dodging, the ducking, and right now Matt Storm putting a little bit of a hurting on our champion here. The one man, of course, the Indie Federation God he claims himself to be, but what's a god to a man that can't beat the devil? The man in front of him might be causing a count out. Oh, and this is the moment, of course, where all of the E-Federations might just be that counted out. It's a 9. Matt Storm's in at 9. Super kick lands. Of course, Dogs is now our last dragon. Triple tag team champion along with Dubs and JP. So we're going to see a lot of that drama later on tonight. Dogs, JP, and Andrew Dubs, the TWO, having our first ever triple tag team championship, the Last Dragons championship. We'll see those later on tonight. Digital Dogs, part of that whole fiasco that happened there. TCW having a inside crew, if you will. The TWO not willing to bargain with either SSU or TCW. Oh, and the rope break from Matt Storm there. A rope break from Matt Storm frees him from that figure four, and the entire match has changed in just a few moves. And the Lord backing off, getting some momentum. The Holy Flex, please get in the comments right now. This is the Super Bowl of E-Federation Wrestling. We're not quite there yet with the Lord challenging this Indie Federation champion. We're going to call him Matt Monet, if you will. He's much like Monet from the AEW real life show. A lot of belts from a lot of places, but the one belt that they want more than anything. Oh, that's my man Digital Dogs with that amazing $2 ticket. He's got to stick around. He, of course, Dogs is... Oh, no, not so early. Oh! And the Ripper does what he does and puts Matt Storm down with the ultimate move, the claw. The SSU champion we thought was going to lose to that man latches on the ultimate maneuver, and it seems that the solo season universe is once again in good hands. Matt Storm, of course, the E-Federation, the man of 5,000 E-Feds here tonight. It looks like it doesn't matter where you get your storyline, does it? It doesn't matter, or does it? Ladies and gentlemen, the Ripper, of course, winning his amazing championship, that solo season universal championship on another show. It was stolen from us, and this is the man that got it back. The one man who's been chasing down the SSU championship for quite some time, Matt Storm, is also, again, a champion in multiple other indie federations. But it looks like it's kind of crazy to think that a man who is a part of so many other places spread a little too thin, maybe, and that's the story of Money Monet in AEW. And maybe that's the story of Matt Monet here in Solo Season Universe. He's been wanting the USA Championship, and he was able to get it, focusing, batting down the hatches, if you will. South Texas is in the main event. Oh, we got you, Miguel. We got you, Miguel. Don't worry. Can we get him on commentary? What do you mean? What do you mean the Lord is here? What do you mean? We just saw the Ripper in the ring. What do you mean the Lord is here? Give him a mic. Give him a mic.
Hey, mate, I'm sorry.
Solo, you said I had a major
came in
match
a little
in the
bit early,
beginning of
man.
stream.
Ain't feeling myself. A little too much, baby. Maybe a burger too.
It's the classic. Lord, I think you might have a drinking problem. Ladies and gentlemen, we give to you the season few. Let me go ahead and give you the intro. RPG style character progression. That means you got to play the role if you want to play the game, and there's only one man that knows how to do it better than anyone else. Fantasy sports style betting. Bet on the matches and earn yourself a few points for your character in the most electrifying four corners known to mankind. It is pro wrestling. Bend the knee and praise him. It is Lord British. How are you doing tonight, Lord?
I'm doing good, man. I thought I was going to miss a bunch of matches, but I made it to St. Cloud, Mason Blackwell.
Yeah. You only missed one match, but don't worry about it. You know, it looks like the man who actually was in that match refuses to leave the ring and has been calling on his buddies. This is a weird moment here. It seems that Matt Storm and the infected, the Ebola crew here, Mason Blackwell, Matt Storm, Ebola, and it seems they've still got Witcher's father. I know Dogs is not going to be happy about that. They still have Witcher's father. It seems he has something. I don't know if he's kidnapped or if the infection has him, Lord. How do you feel about that? Is it taking it too far to wheel in her burnt father as a distraction for matches? This is crazy.
Well, I mean, it probably wouldn't be my style to pick on a dead man, someone's kids, but, you know.
That's crazy. We first saw him come out on his own and confront the Witcher. She maybe, again, changed her form a few times due to some dark magic, that succubus magic, going over to TCW.
That'd be in darkness.
Oh, and speaking of anti-darkness, this man right here, St. Cloud, the interplanetary champion, the man who took it from you, Lord Arthur Stevenson.
Yeah, I had an off night and maybe overlooked him a little bit. And
Definitely.
I should know better than looking past this kid.
And there's no doubt one of the greatest moveset creators, Digital Dogs, does have a little surprise later on tonight. We have Miguel Morales, Beast is GOAT. Everyone, of course, who's in the comments is going to, maybe show up tonight. I always try to book the matches as best as I can for everybody. But Miguel, ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight, will be facing Totes Magoats. Lord, how do you feel about that? Miguel was begging me for a match, begging everyone for a match, and then, oh my God, the man actually stepped up tonight. Totes Magoats sending in the contract, saying that he'll show up tonight to face Miguel Morales after Miguel won the Survival Championship in TCW, a very distinct title.
Yeah, but I haven't, I spent a little bit of time over there, maybe a match or two, but I don't really follow TCW as much as I'd like.
Well, it's a good thing that you don't, because, there's a man that won. Lord, our championship was gone for a while, but I'm going to let you know now, it's actually in good hands. You may not know that, but since you don't watch TCW, you may not know our title was actually won back by a very distinct character. I'm very happy to have him back, but it's okay. The belt's in great hands. You have no reason to worry other than these men right here. Ebola of the infected, and clearly Witcher's father. Oh, the shirt is insane. Is Matt Storm making a statement here?
Matt Storm is everywhere.
I don't know here. This is crazy. Ebola may be forcing Matt Storm to get down or lay down. This is crazy talk here. The Indie Federation, who of course Matt Storm is the champion of, it seems that this man Ebola here, he usually, I don't know why the computer actually put that on. He's supposed to have his mask off so we know if it's Totes or not.
Ebola's been on a friggin' tear, man.
He's a disgusting human being. Look at him leading this ragtag group of guys here, and of course Witcher's father, the Clink man in the comments, absolutely disgusted.
Out there on a respirator.
Yeah, again, I don't know what is that. They might be using some dark succubus magic, but all of that, it looks like that magic couldn't keep Witcher's father alive, or some form of medical treatment that was administered by the infected, by Mason Blackwell, Matt Storm, and Ebola. This is some drama. It needs to be explained as to why Witcher's father has turned and come to the SSU.
Blackwell gonna have a bad night.
Mason Blackwell saying, "Eat my shorts," and this is crazy as St. Cloud, the most humble man in the SSU, says, "Hey, you're not getting this title, bro. Not happening." Hard night for my man Mason Blackwell. I'm trying to be a biased commentary, but I tend to agree with you. We love Maxwell Blackwell. He might be part of the infected. Do you actually think, though, Lord, that they will get involved, or will it not happen?
Yeah, Jesus, man. Last time I saw Ebola, he was doing Superfly splashes off the top of cages.
Oh, he was hurting people, and yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, this little group is gonna get involved.
The infected, Lord,
Don't
you know.
they
Oh,
always?
great discus counter there, overhand right, perfect move set from St. Cloud here tonight.
It's the speed. It's the Cloud too that people forget that he's a friggin' little over 205, if that. Those are the guys that I always.
My bad. Thank you, JW. I didn't realize that there was an echo on there. I did have him playing through the speaker there. Hold on, let me make sure that the audio is good.
Oh, my bad.
Who,
My bad. I'm late to the party.
Oh, that actually. Oh, yeah. Everyone. Haha. That's funny. The Lord did kind of sound like he was like it was in an arena. That was kind of funny about that. Hold on here. I'm gonna try and get. I might need my headphones. Oh, actually, you know what? That's right. My boy took them upstairs. So much drama here in the elbow, you say. All right, hold on, Lord. I gotta get you turned back up in my game here.
Got it.
All right, there we go.
And
you know, this is a moment here. Oh, he sacrificed himself there a little bit.
Look at the size difference.
Oh, and look at Mason Blackwell. Quick kip up there, and it looks like the stamina might be the difference here tonight. Now, you know really what it is, Lord? I think that St. Cloud has been kind of putting himself on a cross. He's been defending his title almost every episode. I know he's definitely defended his title every G6 episode that we've had, and I actually have the numbers here, Lord, and we'll kind of recap in front of this match here as St. Cloud has again proven himself as one of the greatest interplanetary champions since you had the belt, damn near reaching your run as champion.
Yeah, I think I've had it. I think I've defended it 4 or 5 times before he fought me. But you live by the sword, you die by the sword. I have trouble with fast little friggin' hot spot guys.
And he's a little different than that because of stuff like that. Oh, he keeps going for that moonsault, but he just keeps whipping it. You guys let me know. I'm sorry. If you guys hear that echo again, let me know. I'm trying to turn that off so I can hear the Lord. I should have brought my headphones down, but I was being a bit rambunctious and excited to push start on this episode.
Big clothesline.
Shout out to Dogs. Yeah, big clothesline here. So, again, we'll go through it, guys. Episode 1 of the G6 tournament, we had Miguel, of course, winning 5 points. JW was interrupted by Clint, so he didn't get to earn any points. St. Cloud was able to defeat Digital Dogs for an interplanetary title defense, and that was his first, really, in the championship, so he would be able to beat the big man. R2K...
been on the road, too.
Oh, he almost won with the Bulldog, Lord. That is his signature maneuver, made famous by you, but made lethal by St. Cloud. Oh, praise Jesus. Oh, the holy Enziguri kick. This man, St. Cloud, is on another level.
Gonna be it right here.
Episode 1, again, we're kind of going through it. Miguel winning, JW getting interrupted by Clint. St. Cloud defeating Dogs in a defense. We got R2K, Blaze, and Brooklyn Joker going up against Jay Sav, Lord, and Sean Sanders. We were able to, of course, take that victory. We're looking at the next episode, episode 2, with all the drama happening with Blaze, Jay Savage, and the Lord. Of course, Blaze versus the Lord starts the night off. Lord wins against Blaze, 5 points for you in the tournament. Currently, Miguel has 5, you have 5, and that's it. Episode 2, Witcher, Clint, and the reveal of Witcher's father, all of that drama. Miguel versus Blackheart. Miguel earns 5 points, so now Miguel has 10 points. St. Cloud versus Galaxy for another title defense. So that's 2 title defenses in 2 episodes.
I am a fan of Black.
Yeah, that kitchen sink
I
knee
saw
almost won him this damn match. Knocked the wind out of St. Cloud.
Yeah, well, again, that weight difference.
Yeah, not the not to say the weight difference, but also a pun intended. He's knocking the wind out of his sails. That's what it seems to be. Oh, his face hit that damn trash can, Lord.
Oh, and the STF.
And he's deep on that.
There it is.
He's got that arm wrenched there, almost using that trash can as extra leverage. After, again, St. Cloud in 2 episodes, last episode earning that, in episode 2, earning another defense against Galaxy, so he's beaten Dogs in Galaxy, and then in the 3rd episode, he was actually able to take a break, I believe. Did he defend in the last? Oh, that's his finishing maneuver.
That's it.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
No way. Able to come up, and that's right, so it was true. It looks like episode 3. We had St. Cloud take a bit. No, Jamar, that's right. That's right. We had Jamar versus St. Cloud the next episode, and Jamar won the match by disqualification countout. So St. Cloud retained his title against Jamar, but lost. Oh, super kick to the face. He might have Mason Blackwell's number, and it looks like the referee's not paying attention to the men on the outside there. She ignored whoever got on the apron there, Lord.
On the apron, yeah.
Good refereeing on her part. The comment section's going crazy. Oh, but Jamar. I mean, St. Cloud, why would you not? Oh, this is why he's going to lose. Oh, no. St. Cloud telling Matt Storm to go back to the Indies. That's crazy. St. Cloud telling Matt Storm to go back to the Indies. Did he just bust him open? Oh!
Yep. Wow.
Oh my God, Tay-Tay has a match later on tonight. She needs to stick around, that's for sure. Big match for Tay-Tay. Oh, and Ebola trying to grab a hold. Oh. Using the trash can. Matt Storm kicking and stomping on the ringside there, causing a distraction. This is cheating, Lord. This is absolute cheating here in the final rounds of this bout. Matt Storm, he's looking at his best friend busted open. Mason Blackwell, the T-shirt, I don't know, man. Is Matt Storm choosing sides here? St. Cloud telling him to go back to the Indies. But that shirt from, his crew here, kind of proving that they're here for the SSU against TCW War. He's going for it. Oh, he kicked him in the back of the head. He's dead.
Oh, my God.
This is why St. Cloud is literally God's favorite wrestler. So, to get it all together, though, Lord, Matt, Storm, of course, all the drama happening. And now we've got, another possible title defense. How did he get directly up from that?
That is it. It's over.
That's it for sure. Hardcore match, no count out. The only way these men can win is by pinfall inside the ring.
Gonna go for another friggin' moonsault.
That's right. Shout out to Gigi. If Gigi does want to book the show for at least one show, I don't know. I don't know what the donation would be for that. Or win the title, There is a huge moment where Matt Storm, again, is having a huge conversation with St. Cloud. I don't know what he's saying to him, but Matt Storm is pissed about this whole thing. Talking about he's the E-Federation King. No, he's St. Cloud saying he's the Indie King. And damn. He needs to stop worrying about Matt Storm and again, worry about the man in front of him. Mason Blackwell slipping off of the Bloodlord.
Well, this is my thing, right? He's out there with 3-4 other people. Where the hell are the favorites?
He threw him off the damn apron. Lord, you got to understand, St. Cloud has God on his side.
Lord help him.
Lord help him indeed. Speaking of that, here on Commentary Desk tonight, it's me and you, Lord. Of course, I am the African-American gentleman, and when you take your mask off, aren't you so handsome putting on glasses like Clark Kent? Oh, God. What is he doing? Mason Blackwell onto the ladder perfectly.
Oh, my God.
No way. No way.
STF on the ladder.
Oh!
Wow.
I've never seen that in my life. What an amazing submission. He couldn't hold it, Lord, but he's still using that ladder to destroy St. Cloud's body.
He's reefing on that ankle.
Oh, great pin maneuver. Shoulders are down. His arms are pinned between the thing, Lord. Oh,
wow.
His arms were pinned between the ladder. An almost amazing maneuver there from Mason Blackwell.
You're going to have to kill this dude, though, to get that belt off him.
Again, Totes has his crew, the TWO, in his whole entire universe that doesn't give a damn about TCW or SSU. They're here to fight and here to take titles and here to unite under one banner, almost like a communist country.
Mason Blackwell, man, coming for that belt.
He is, and he's using that ladder in mysterious ways there.
We got 2 kendo sticks in there broken. This could be it.
Huge maneuver here. Of course, Matt Storm even arguing with the referee about why is, I mean, even the referee might be telling him to go back to the Indies. This is crazy drama. Large stomp. He's really going at him. He's really been going at him here.
The whole trio of them, former indie guys, right? Blackwell, Storm.
He just tapped. He just tapped, but it wasn't in the ring.
Oh my God, what an upset. But it's not over. This match continues per the rules. There are no rules.
He's trying to run away and grab a table, but it doesn't matter. St. Cloud is in a lot of danger here, getting piled up on. Shout out to, again, Miguel getting in there, talking so much trash about my man. I don't know who Miguel is talking about. Matt Storm, of course, here tonight after all the drama happening. Matt Storm is, of course, the champion of a few indie federations. And tonight, after being confronted in the very first match by our champion, the SSU Universal Champion, confronting Matt Storm about what has to be. And there it is again, St. Cloud telling this man, Matt Storm, go back to the Indies. Saying, he starts calling him Matt Monet. That's insane. Kind of calling him Matt Monet, imitating the AEW champion, who of course lost the ladies championship to Statlander. The one belt that she can't get is the belt that she wants, that AEW, but of course she's the champion of a bunch of he's going to use the ladder again, Lord.
Going to do it again.
He's going to do it again this time. No, he kind of pushes it away, but still cranks on that neck. The SSU never backing down. Tay, the woman in pink. Absolutely been challenging a lot of women for a lot of time, and then there's been a huge amount of drama between the fact that the Riviera sisters, who were almost 300 pounds, Tay, of course, getting a huge boost from the Witcher before she left the TCW, allowing her to pick them up. And then the Riviera sisters lost their contract to us in the E-Federation Wars, of course, War Games, where we sent a few people away to pasture, like in, what's that movie, Judge Dredd?
Judge Dredd was great.
Yeah, that was a great movie where they had to send the... Oh, he's going to do it on the table! Oh! Huge springboard bulldog! Huge springboard bulldog to keep the belt! No!
Blackwell brought in a weapon of his own destruction.
Oh, and that was not a good move on his part. He's busted open, Lord. St. Cloud not quite bleeding, but he is bruised to hell. Oh, and there is a great sidewalk slam.
That's it.
Referee slow counting this. Oh!
Wow,
The
we have a new
referee slow
champion.
counting that. That's amazing. Mason Blackwell.
Finally makes it big.
Oh, and I don't know if it was because he pushed himself too far or if it was just simply because Mason Blackwell really has what it takes.
Like what, weapons and 3 friends?
Oh my goodness, the Lord telling the truth there, weapons. And if Matt Storm really getting involved here, pissing off the entire world. But will Matt Storm talk about the drama here as, of course, Ebola separating himself from the indie feds clearly here tonight and pushing a hard line. And that was amazing right there, pinning his arms underneath the ladder.
Yeah, they had a plan. They came to the ring with a plan. That's Ebola for you.
I mean, that is Ebola. Now, again, Matt Storm has been now chasing the solo season Universal Championship, which you may not know, Lord, of course, because you bumped your head and been drinking a lot. It's in safe hands now. We won our title in TCW, a different show, proving that the storylines are completely linked. And, of course, Matt Storm winning a lot of Indie Federation titles that I think, you know, hey, they don't really link, but it's just like Monet from AEW. She's got a lot of titles. She's covered in belts, but the one that she wants is around the waist of someone I don't think they can beat. Statlander.
But Matt Storm just did it. Matt Storm just became the champion.
Well, that's Mason
Wow.
Blackwell.
Oh, my bad. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. You knew it the whole match. You were calling him Mason Blackwell, but we were talking. Because they look a lot alike. We're not going to say that they don't look a lot alike.
Yeah, it's just the hair.
I think that he cut his hair specifically because of he wanted to separate himself. Equal rights, equal fights, says Miguel. So when we talk about the drama, guys, the drama is, of course, you, the season view. I make none of this up. It's up to the comment sections. It's up to me and TCW. You got to watch both shows now as Miguel has won the Survival Championship. JP, stick around. Oh, my man JP is in the comments right now. Hold on. Let me check out what's going on here. What if I go and steal the women's title? Well, R2K is in the comments. R2K, please stick around because we have been booking you in great matches, and you are going to be booked. You are in a tag team here tonight against JP and Andrew Dubs. The TWO has shown here tonight that they are in force. Of course, Digital Dogs, part of that triple tag team championship crew of JP, Andrew Dubs, and Digital Dogs, are Last Dragon Championship trios tag team championship. Miguel donating again, buying his ticket, the $2 in the comments. Miguel wants to beat up all the women in the.
Of course he does.
Your son. No one else can claim.
Let's just leave that. Let's just leave Miguel in Ma's basement. Okay.
Well, he's unchained now, Lord, and so here we go. Where's the music? All right, one of my favorite. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, after her injury, it seems one of the women who fought so hard to get that solo season Universal Triple Crown title around her waist is back. Oh my God! Why do I keep? I'm so sorry, JJ. Why do I keep forgetting to change her outfit? Someone tag me in this, man.
She looks like the hoe she is.
I love this arena so much. I really do.
Yeah, it looks huge. Trevor looks nasty.
Like we bought out a big arena and just put a bunch of seats in there.
Yeah, it happens, man. But I gotta run out with my son, man. I'll jump back on a little bit later.
All right, let me hear how we sound. Hold on. Let me hear how.
Well, this is gonna be a cat fight for the ages.
All right, there we go. No, I think we do sound good. Yeah, we sound good. Thank you again to my man in the comments, Dirty South Wrestling, with letting me know about the echo. I'm happy that actually changed. I think. Did it go bad? Let me see. I'm just trying to. Oh, do we sound good? Thank you, dogs. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure. All right, so again, guys, this all matters. Every step we take here, every comment you put in the comments matters. Starbucks Sarah, as a lot of people like to call her. Now, you guys got to watch out for that clam slam. I like to call it the coochie cutter. Starbucks Sarah is, of course, one of the most lethal women, having the SSW tag team titles because JP showed his hand early and took our SSW titles and gave them, no, I'm not going to say gave them, but turned them into women's tag team titles by decree. And then morphed the SSU and SSW titles together. Understand the power of Jaden in the comments. Jaden 2025, JP 2025 in the comments. He is the strongest man still currently in the universe. Even though he doesn't have the title, his influence is everything. And right now being not only involved with Digital Dogs, Totes, myself, he's got a pivot in any direction. He has friends in every corner. And he could destroy each universe at any moment with all of the power that he wields. And he's still looking for more, as TWO has won our first ever Trios Championship. And then we've got the fact that he was the United States Hardcore United States Champion over in TCW and still is to this day. No one has challenged him for that. Get in the comments right now if you would like to challenge JP for that Hardcore United States Championship. JP, of course, also was the United States Champion for a short time and then held the tournament. Gigi is one of my favorite. I'm not going to lie. They should have won those tag team belts against my son. I really wish that Mr. Galaxy and Gigi would have done their job and got that tag team championship. We'll see Gigi a lot more later on. Weapon X was actually booked to show up early tonight in the opening bout, but of course the game likes to be stupid and do their own thing. But Weapon X, you were booked to show up and help Ripper if he needed any help tonight. So just so you know, you were supposed to be booked, but the Ripper didn't need any help. It seemed like Matt Storm and him were having a good oh no, there is Starbucks Sarah with an amazing, and El Toro is here. We're going to be creating El Toro's character very soon. We, of course, have been maybe possibly looking. Oh, roll up pin. And TJ, of course, pissed about the fact that she got injured. And so she's been on an absolute rampage lately. Me and El Toro, of course, have also been on a rampage. We've been wanting to challenge each other, possibly in Undisputed Boxing, a free game online. You can, grab it right now. And then, again, my favorite thing is El Toro will be getting created in the universe. Me and TCW have been battling for his contract. We're going to definitely see who comes out on top of that El Toro contract. Will it be TCW or will it be SSU? Tater salad. Tater salad. You know, that man was a savant. Oh, the hockey stick doesn't break. The hockey stick doesn't break, and it looks like these hardcore matches are hardcore tonight because of all the injuries and stuff that went on. Oh, great roll-up pin there. Sarah reverses, and Tay reverses. Another reversal. The shoulders are down. Referee sees it. Tay-Tay's exhausted, able to roll up. Big slap to the face, and completely knocks Sarah to another dimension. And she's so dazed that now Tay-Tay has her number.
Did I hear an open invite?
Oh, or does she? A huge counter from the Bay of Iffy's very own.
R2K.
Oh, and a counter to the kick, a back elbow. Huge senton knees land, and Sarah no-sells it. Elbow. This is, again, TCW's strongest division, I think, is their women's division. And you're wondering why? Well, look in front of you right there. Sarah, Melinda Gutierrez, tag team partner for quite some time, stole our SSU tag team titles. Oh, my goodness, and it looks like they're still putting a whooping on our competitors here tonight. R2K has a match, of course, later on tonight. The drama has been happening as R2K's YouTube has been hilarious. You need to keep up with him, and he's been trolling a lot in our universe. Him and Sean Sanders rumored to be hating on each other now, again, because of all the Black Nation stuff that didn't quite all the way go through. And then, of course, R2K was, a little upset about the whole Wolfpack situation and the fact that they have left and gone. Of course, the indie feds, and R2K has been known to troll a lot in those indie feds. And R2K also loves GTA 6. That's going to be coming out soon, and that, of course, will be coming out before the tournament's done. We'll probably finish the tournament in GTA 6. That's how we do crossover storylines. We'll probably finish the G6 tournament in GTA 6 on R2K's show. You get what I'm saying? We were booking it the whole time. Oh, the Tay-Tay. Oh, my God, Tay-Tay with her finisher, the TFT. Oh, and able to kick out the referee, and the crowd saw the shoulders up. Starbucks Sarah's head has to be completely damaged.
I have the slightest idea what you're talking about, Miguel.
We have adapted, says Weapon X, and that's right. Weapon X has, of course, brought demons with chains that can only be rumored that they were slaves brought back from the dead. Oh, Tay-Tay going for the huge cheat win here tonight. Sarah getting a bit exhausted. You can see she's bruised to high heaven. Blood has been trickling down the face of, my God, the champion, the interplanetary champion, newly crowned interplanetary champion, Mason Blackwell. The man finally has gold around his waist. Mason Blackwell is, of course, part of, I believe, the Black Scorpion planet. Does anyone know? I got to remind myself. So whoever is part of the Black Scorpion planet is now getting a huge boost. Oh, and that's an amazing gut blow. That bruised her instantly. Starbucks Sarah might be looking at a brand new TFT, and it is brand new, fresh, unwrapped, and the second one out of the pack. It looks like she's done. Starbucks Sarah has still got a little caffeine kicking, and she's able to kick out. How is this possible? She's proven a point for the crew tonight. SSW is trying to prove a point tonight. TCW versus SSU happening right in front of us. Tay-Tay, an SSU exclusive character. Sarah, Starbucks Sarah, a TCW exclusive character. Here tonight, a one-off match to prove who's who and what's what. Oh, she absolutely hates it. Oh, and a drop kick, and now again, whatever happens here, this is awesome! Oh, what a great, and this is why I think the women of the WWE 2K25 animation crew, like, they are so damn good. Tay-Tay rolling her over, amazing springboard assisted her Karana and snatching the hair. Horrible. This is horrible. El Toro disrespecting the lady in pink. El Toro, of course, is like a high school kid. I think he actually wants to date Tay-Tay. What a moment there. Will Tay-Tay support? Oh, will Tay-Tay support El Toro in his rise to the championship? Now, again, if you guys don't know what the Ladies Triple Crown Championship does, South Texas Stallion. Love my man South Texas. He's got the greatest storyline. He's in my main event later on tonight. The Intercontinental Champion, South Texas, a.k.a. JW, will be the man back in black going up against the best in the West, the best in the East, the best in the North, the best in the future, and the best in the past. Blaze McCoy, Blaze 82 going up against JW in the main event later on tonight. We have, of course, a special birthday match with The Beast. We'll be seeing The Beast in a birthday match, a match of his choice later on tonight. Happy birthday to him. And it will count towards the storyline. He won't be able to challenge for any titles. Maybe. We'll see. The Coochie Cutter. No! The Clam Slam. And Tay-Tay almost falling victim to the most tantalating move. The match is sizzling, says Jamar. Jamar has a match later on tonight. He's been challenging everyone. He is supposed to be a SSU purist, but of course, he's been able to slide through in a few other indie feds, as we like to call them, because their storyline has nothing to do with our storylines over here. Oh, you can break a hockey stick? Oh, that was too far. I didn't even know you could break a hockey stick. Sarah taking it so far tonight. These women are disgusting. Taking it so far that it almost has become a little bit hard to watch, like a snuff film at this point. Huge dodge from Sarah, and lands that missile drop kick to the chest, sends her to a different realm. Ripping down at the face. Looking at her, you can tell that Starbucks Sarah is the bad guy. Tay, of course, is from the SSU. This woman in black is a intruder, if you will. Stole the SSW Women's Tag Team title. And another clam slam. No, get up, Tay. Oh, my goodness. Can you believe it? The greatest fight we've seen all night, in my opinion. She's going to go for another maneuver here. The moonsault knees to the gut. She's wearing down the abdomen, wearing down the midsection. Both of these women bruised to high hell. Tay landing 2 of her TFTs. My theme song is Hey Gigi, are you there? Love Kid Gigi. Hey, 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 hey. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I love that guy. I love Kid Gigi. Is literally one of the best. Hey, I love you, Kid Gigi. A true human being. I'm a true human. I'm a CEO. I can't say WWE. We don't have that. I can't do it. I can't say CEO of WWE because then that means you'd be evil. Vince McMahon in my universe has tried to take us over before, and so if you're the CEO of there, you can't be a good guy. Love Kid Gigi. I'm the CEO. Oh, she's going for it. She might be tapped. Oh, she injured her. Oh, my God. Wait a minute there. The referee stopped the fight. He didn't even call the tap because Sarah didn't tap. She refused to tap. He's throwing the X. No way. She didn't. She refused to tap out. Oh, my God. Sarah refused to tap out. Oh, no. The referee had to stop the fight. She refused to tap and has caused herself major injury here. It says it. It says it right there. And the end of their rivalry, even going as far as injuring her. Estimates say that she'll be out of action for at least a few months. Ladies and gentlemen, that means we will not see Sarah in TCW. She is officially injured. Oh no, what does that mean for Melinda? What does that mean for Melinda? Her tag team partner, the Bay of Iffy, is now one woman lower than they were before.
Damn.
Holy cow. She damn near snapped her neck. Digital Dogs is going to be pissed about that. Coming up next should be the match we've all been waiting for, the undefeated Totes versus Miguel Morales after the drama. Whoa, hold on. See? I knew it. I knew it. El Toro pissing off the entire universe. I knew something was going to happen with Digital Dogs in the comments here tonight. We were supposed to be watching Totes versus Digital Dogs. Miguel's in the ring. Totes is coming out tonight. He's not going to fight. Totes is refusing to fight, and he's letting the dog take care of the... He's going to go down the... He's coming with him, though. Oh, Miguel. What a dirty move by Totes. What a dirty move by Totes. After watching one of TCW's very own get destroyed, getting her neck snapped, literally, that is not a understatement. That is a true fact. Dogs is here. I mean, he's clearly here to protect the legacy of TCW. And Sarah, oh, and the big boot after. I mean, will Miguel have what it takes to actually take on such a large man?
He's made it known he wants to choose his opponent.
And there's the truth with Weapon X talking about what could be the biggest drama yet. No, and Digital Dogs is the #1 person, even with it's all psychology, says Digital Dogs, trying to catch him off guard here, and it looks like he has. I mean, Miguel's getting the chance of a lifetime taken away from him, and on top of that, he has to fight one of the most, it's almost guaranteed, Dogs is the largest man in both TCW and SSU. Brooklyn Joker doesn't even have the size this man does. Almost, oh my God. Miguel is dead. They're trying to injure one of ours. Oh my God, no. TCW's trying to injure one of ours. He can't bring the big man down.
Rest in peace
After
to Miguel.
Tay injuring
WSG Totes.
after Tay injuring Sarah, and it looks like this is huge repercussions to the SSU after what seems Tay may have taken it too far. Miguel Morales missing out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Oh my God, the drama has built. And kicking him right in the ass. Digital Dogs almost mocking Miguel Morales there. A kick right in the ass is exactly what Miguel's needed, and it looks like he's getting it from Digital Dogs. Elbows to that respirator. That is Digital Dog's weak spot. He had to let go. Miguel remembers the weak spot. Kick to the back of the head. Cameraman zooming in perfectly. And he brings Dogs down just for him to get up almost damn instantly. Dogs instantly. Oh no! Totes and him not quite synced up. And that's the truth of the matter. Now Dogs, JP, and Andrew Dubs are part of the Total World Order who don't really listen to Totes or anyone. So that might be a sign that Dogs and him aren't quite on the same wavelength. Or does Totes have something to do with the TW? I mean, the drama has to be revealed, of course. Is the TWO simply trying to take out all belts within SSU and TCW to simply become one communist super nation? And it seems that might be what their goal is. Finally brings them down and keeps them down. Springboard spear. Miguel might have the moveset. Miguel might have the moveset to drag the big man into deep waters here tonight. And let's be real, this match should have already been won. The referee finally getting that pin count that we should have got earlier. We should have been able to get that. Oh no, he's calling for the choke slam. The ultimate 7'8", almost 8 feet in the air choke slam. This could be the end of it. This could be the end of it for my man Miguel. Yes, Mom. That's all I'm streaming on. That's one of those moments, again, I can't believe, guys, listen, Totes and everyone knows that Dogs is literally one of the biggest and best movesets out there. Looks so, oh, what a cheating move. Was that the choke slam? I think that was the choke slam. I think he just reversed the choke slam there. That was the perfect setup from Totes and Dogs. He's going to throw him out the ring again. No, this time decides to keep him inside the ring. Wants to go for the win. Doesn't want to waste any time. Miguel pissed off about this. Could have had the chance to. Oh, that hurt Dogs a little bit there. You're seeing his big ass doing a front flip. Damn near took out more of his own stamina than Miguel's. But again, Totes Magoats. Totes Magoats. Taking the chance away from Miguel to be the man to prove he's here to save the SSU. Is Miguel finally proven that he's here to stay? Oh no! The mind game's catching Miguel off guard. He's still able to kick the big man off. Now Miguel is still super boosted thanks to him buying tickets. But you see Digital Dogs also buying his tickets. After that, what is this? Oh, great counter from Miguel, showing some strength, and this time Dogs brushes off that step-up Pele kick, but the knee to the gut lands. It looks like Miguel was a little bit too fast there for Digital Dogs. And there he goes up top for a coffin drop and lands vertical on Dogs, looking like that might have landed on the mask a bit there, and Totes has taken off the turnbuckle again. The referee doesn't see it. TCW trying to injure one of our very own after we have injured TCW's Sarah. Melinda Gutierrez is probably pissed about that as well. She'll have a match later on tonight. There's no doubt about that. She's going to be pissed about what has happened here tonight. Tay taking the first victim, if you will, the first casualty of the TCW versus SSU war, Sarah. Oh, that's going to be it. Miguel has 0 health, dude. What? How is this possible? After all the drama, even Totes can't believe that Miguel is still able to kick out. He's dazed and confused. The referee is down. Totes and his buddy Digital Dogs here tonight may not be on the same wavelength 100%, but at least Dogs isn't silly enough to make the same mistake twice, waits for the referee to put the turnbuckle back on before he starts going for the pin. Huge boot to Miguel's face. The man of 5,000 finishers can't get any offense off because he can't pick this man up. He can't get around the fact that he's too damn big. He's too damn strong. Oh, and the boot gets countered. But can Miguel be faster? Can Miguel be smarter? Uses the referee. Can Miguel cheat his way to victory? Uses the stunner on the respirator. The smartest move that Miguel has ever done in this match was to attack the respirator. Goes for it again, but Dogs is too smart and wise to his decisions. Oh my God, but Miguel refuses to let go of it. Almost a finger inside of the respirator there. And he's telling him, Miguel, you won the belt in my universe, but you're still trash. You might be a survivor, but you're not a champion. Here tonight to injure him, maybe taking a little bit of Jay Savage's storyline here is Totes Magos, trying to prove that TCW can do exactly what SSU does, and that's injure Miguel Morales. Now, if you guys don't know the long history, of course, between me and Miguel, it's a long, long history of hate. But now there's a lot of love between me and the man. Oh, my goodness. The Phoenix Splash lands. That might be it. And no, Dogs kicks out of the first huge maneuver that Miguel's been able to put on him this whole time. Oh no, moonsault stomp, the moon stomp. Jaden in the comments, JP of course, claiming to be part of the TWO. Will JP get involved in this? No, he has a match later on tonight. And okay, Totes backing off. Whatever him and Miguel have to stay to each other clearly is pissing off Totes. Oh, he reversed it. Dogs is too big for that. We've never seen someone reverse the 619 right into the 8-foot choke slam. This could be it. The moment that Totes saved the whole match for Digital Dogs there, allowing him to recover just enough to counter that 619 and another pop-up maneuver, just throwing Miguel around like a rag doll. At this point, you know he's just trolling. You know, oh wow, no, what is he doing here? Jesus Christ, and Miguel is bleeding. Dogs has literally thrown him off the top turnbuckle. What a huge modified snapmare. That was literally just an avalanche snapmare from a 7-foot giant. He threw his ass off that top turnbuckle with a snapmare. Miguel needs to recover and fast. Smoky Mountain is in the house, and right now you gotta be high if you haven't hit that major like button, because you know YouTube's not ran by real people, it's ran by robots. So you gotta make sure you hit that like button and kill all robots. YouTube is, of course, where we do most of our streaming, all of our streaming really. And no, Dogs doesn't want to win by count out. It looks like he was given that directive. Yes, it is. He was given that directive by Totes Magotes. It looks like Dogs does still have some allegiance to Totes Magotes here. It looks like he still will listen to the boss man himself of TCW, but TWO, of course, is their own entity. It seems like they're much like the Akatsuki of Naruto, just a bunch of bad guys looking to control the entire universe of TCW and SSU. Smart move from Miguel, going after another weakness of the big man, the legs there, but of course, no, he can't be going for it. Oh, and Dogs saw it coming from a mile away, going for the gates of heaven, and Dogs is wise to his finisher. Single leg Boston from a 300-pound man, and he's tweaking that thing. He damn near, he's trying to injure the leg. That's the same leg. Let's zoom in on it again. Clearly, we have talked about this 100 times. The reason why Miguel doesn't have that pant leg is to expose the leg that Jay Savage injured, and now Dogs clearly going after the same leg. Totes telling him to finish the match. Totes telling him to finish the match, and it was the wrong time. The luchador able to land an arm drag, grabbing a hold of that chokeslam arm, and misses the coffin drop. It looks like Totes was able to grab the ropes there. He was able to grab the ropes and stiffen up the ropes. Totes is a piece of trash. Totes is a piece of trash. The 8-foot chokeslam lands. Shout out to my man Smoky Mountain, man. Absolutely love the support. Make sure you guys click on Smoky Mountain. He does exactly what we do. GG is one of my favorite new characters. More tassels, more power. And right now we're talking major drama. How is it that TCW is coming in trying to injure one of our biggest and one of our very own? The single family says she wants that title. The ref needs to get involved. This is, of course, the Super Bowl of episodes tonight. That is true. That is true. Miguel has never been done like this ever in his career. Brooklyn Joker. People all shapes, all sizes have fallen victim to the moveset of Miguel Morales. And here tonight, it looks like the TWO catching Miguel off guard. Miguel finally understanding that he could be... I mean, you can see that Miguel understands his potential finally in E-Federation Wrestling. And I think that's, you know, that weighs on him and makes him a little bit more cautious to every move and step that he takes. And he's able to get up at 2. Dogs is getting pissed off because he doesn't, I don't think Dogs has much stamina left, and this is his last one. I think this is the last ditch effort that he has. Will this be the chokeslam? It's not. Sets Miguel up again. He's trolling Miguel. Oh, he is trolling Miguel. And this is the move that he's digging his thumb into the blood. He's digging his thumb into the cut. No, ref, that's cheating. He's digging his thumb into the freaking cut. He's not supposed to do that. He did. That's not even a legal maneuver. Totes, and that is disgusting. He used his thumb to dig into the cut of Miguel Morales, and Miguel literally passed out from the pain. Has this been an injury? Is this essentially an eye gouge? We didn't even see Miguel tap. The referee once again had to stop the fight because of injury.
Is Miguel injured?
This is freaking insane. Did the ref stop the fight before Miguel got injured is the question. Did the referee call the match because of the possible injury? He was digging into the cut right above the eye, trolling him with the claw. Of course, his father's finishing maneuver that we saw him win with earlier tonight, the Ripper, winning his match and now getting trolled. His son getting trolled with that same maneuver, digging his thumb right there into the cut. You can see it. That huge cut. JP, of course, I don't know. I think the referee might have saved him from injury. It's a disgusting display of evil and fortitude of these two men, the TWO and TCW. It looks like you see Totes has a friend here, Dogs, who has the TWO and TCW logo on there, so his alliances may be in both shows. Oh, there it is. It is true. The referee stopped it before it was too late. And this is the real life version of wrestling, man. I'm telling you, this is the kayfabe mixed with the real life, mixed with a perfect episode, mixed with, my God, the man that we all thought was going to win the match. Miguel Morales finally going to be able to defeat Totes Magotes and defeat him and take that undefeated one-on-one status in the SSU. Unable to do it tonight, switching places with the largest man in both universes, Digital Dogs, one step ahead, says Totes Magotes. Damn near rips his eyeball out. But the referee was able to stop the match before it went too far, as we saw what happened with Tay and Sarah. So it was nice that the referee smartened up before the next match. And the soldier, Digital Dogs, digging into the cut and forcing the referee to stop this match. Earlier tonight, we watched Tay damn near rip the head off of Starbucks Sarah, causing an injury. And, of course, the referee doing an amazing job at stopping the match before it went too far. Get in the comments and let me know what you guys think. Is this one of the better episodes? Literally every single match goes into the next. Every single storyline is coming out perfectly. Coming up next, guys, TCW's very own TWO. The misfit band of guys who are just looking for some trouble, going up against R2K and
match tonight is going to the next
Sean Savage.
R2K, let's go.
Now again, they've had a lot of back and forth. They've had a lot of back and forth here. Oh, and it looks like there's still drama between these two men. R2K, the whole Indie Federation situation. Sean Sanders, of course, is claiming to not be under the same name in a different Indie Federation. I'm telling you guys, the drama is real between these two men. Oh, and he's able to tag in. It looks like he had a plan the whole time. Andrew Dubs in the TWO. No, what a modified coffin drop there. Not quite landing it. JP may need to get in as soon as possible as Andrew Dubs is looking a little hurt. The new TWO, JP, I think leading the misfit band of Digital Dogs. The misfit band of Digital Dogs, Andrew Dubs and JP. Kind of the new wall, if you will. The new wall, the new confederacy. JP always finding the strongest group of people to band himself up with. The Jap-Canadian, the Canadian egg roll, the legendary man himself, donning a new mask with a new outfit. JP, wait a minute, is he saying, oh, great combination there. He was begging JP to touch him. JP refused to. Keeps the glasses on like Orange Cassidy, disrespecting the Lord. You know the Lord hates that. R2K looking for a combination, can't land it. It looks like JP starts landing his own modified offense. Now, JP, of course, is what we like to call an efficient style. The Lord is a catch-as-catch-can, British style, British strong style. Andrew Dubs runs a Japanese strong style. And we like to say that JP is the equivalent of a Bret Hart. He doesn't make any mistakes. Someone else that also plays like that is Jamar Gaines. Sean Sanders, of course, is a powerhouse. Irish whip right now setting up JP. Maybe the shades are blocking a little bit of his vision. Spinebuster lands pretty damn stiff right there after the tag in early. It looks like these two are still getting along. Now, we saw in the comments Weapon X talking about the Nation moving on to bigger and better things. Commentary may have been wrong about it the whole time. What did I just say? JP, JP saying the only thing I'm blocking is the shade that you're throwing at me, Solo Season. And it looks like, again, he's wrestling like Orange Cassidy there. Hands in the pocket, shades on, looking cool as hell. The American hero has officially turned into the American villain. The Lex Luthor, if you will, of E-Federations. A power slam puts him down. R2K. Weapon X. Sean Sanders, a bit of a black coalition to go up against this man, JP, because he created the wall, of course, and deported Miguel Morales originally like ice. That's true. That was a real storyline. I'm not lying to you. And it was crazy because even Matt Storm, even Miguel Morales, and no one else knew it was coming except for me and JP. Of course, the greatest storylines you'll ever see. The Beast having his birthday match later on tonight. Who will he choose? Beast. You can think about it right now. Put it in the comments. Who would the Beast like to fight here tonight? And the match will actually matter, right? This is the comment section. And what you see in the ring, Totes one step ahead as always. As is what we usually see in the comment section. And my man right there, Sean Sanders, a.k.a. Sean Savage. There's rumors that, again, he does wrestle in other E-Federations, the Indie Feds, that, again, people like Matt Storm who are disrespecting and challenging the SSU in those E-Feds, those Indie Feds. It makes for weird moments there where people think that their character, you know, is going to look strong because of disgruntled employees going out and giving people belts and challenging other people to a fight, when honestly, the storyline dictates I am completely above and cannot accommodate such tomfoolery. Matt Storm losing here tonight to our champion after calling us out in a different E-Fed, an indie Fed, finding out the true storylines matter. That what you do matters. Andrew Dubbs, of course, not losing his contract, but losing faith in the solo season universe after turning to JP. I came in with Totes, don't act like surprised. It's true. JP has literally been trying to prove to you guys who he was from day one, turning the SSW tag team men's titles into women's titles and then giving them essentially to Starbucks Sarah and Melinda Gutierrez. He showed his hand a little bit then, and right now, almost getting that tag team maneuver off with his partner, the Japanadian himself, the Maple Egg Roll. Oh, that spinning back elbow to R2K. He needs the counter. Can R2K get up in the amount of time? No, that's going to be it. The American Unprettier. The American Unprettier. We're going to call that finishing maneuver term 2. The second term. R2K's got to fight back. He's in the comments right now. Totes is in the comments. Oh, wow. That's crazy. He kind of chopped his feet, standing in place, chopped his feet to get some more momentum, almost pulling an Andrew Dubbs type of maneuver here. And Dubbs, though, not making any mistakes at all tonight, and that has been the difference ever since he went to TCW. He's no longer a goofball. Oh, the Dragon Sleeper, no! And the referee actually calls it from the Dragon Sleeper. How is this possible? Andrew Dubbs able to pull off a victory. He could not get the tag to Sean Sanders.
But as you see, we won't take this shit laying down. The truth has come to light.
What is going on here? TCW able to take another victory over our team tonight. We thought we had it with the Tay Sarah thing, but it looks like they came back strong as hell. Oh man, that was R2K's finisher. Lucky that Andrew Dubbs was there to break it up. The American hero still having what it takes to keep them on their toes. And why didn't Sean Sanders get in there to help my man R2K? There's a lot of questions to be asked. Again, Weapon X maybe needs to unite these two men, R2K and my man R2K and the Nation. I mean, he didn't help him. He didn't help him right there. These three men, Digital Dogs, Andrew Dubbs, and JP, the Last Dragon champions, the Last Dragon Trios tag champion. A new mask donned from Dubbs, looking damn good. JP giving Dubbs a little bit of style change there. Get a little bit of style pointers there. Looks like the Totes World Order, and there it is. And it's because of the sabotage of the beginning of that match, guys. Again, had Sean and R2K been on the same page, I think they would have been able to pull off that victory. And obviously, because they weren't on the same page, it's really one of those moments where, yeah, Weapon X is right. We would need to unite under one banner, and that's the point of the war. If you don't want to lose our belts, if you don't want to lose our respect to the TCW, then we need to make GG a champion. I'm telling you, GG would be a great champion. Makes you wonder who is left in the SSU that came in with Totes. Was anyone paying attention? The taco suit. This is crazy talk now again. Will JP, will Dogs, will Totes, will they reveal their plan, or has it already been revealed? I think it has. They clearly want to unite everyone under one banner. All right, I sound good. Everyone sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is a match that is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite. Iffy, of course.
JP, I won't face you if I lose.
And Rouge.
Of WWE, if win, I want you in WWE, okay?
These two women are two of the baddest ever known. Oh, what is this? And that's Mime. Wait, come on. We were going to have a good match here. Is she willing to continue? Oh, TCW might have something to do with that woman. Lady Liberty is down and injured. Oh, good counter on that. That was a great counter. Great counter. Through her high knee. Oh, no, but now Melinda is also countered. Caught Rouge in the Tree of Woe. And the Scorpion kick frees her. What a great start. And the knee that she went and used as defense earlier in the beginning of the match is now used as offense. Rope break from Melinda, able to get her foot on the ropes. This is a high-level wrestling match. Holy cow. Very similar women, very similar styles. Rouge a bit more tricky, Melinda a bit more hardcore. Going for the powerbomb, gets countered. I mean, this has been as back and forth as you could literally have. Oh, great maneuver there. Scorpion lifting, Scorpion death drop. Jesus, Melinda putting a little more oomph on that. Getting a little praise from the crowd. Getting a little praise from the crowd. Looking Rouge right in her face like, what are you going to do, sister? Grabbing onto the hair. Referee's allowing it. This has been a tough night for the referee. Calling an injury, stopping another, and then an actual tap out, leading to a Dragon Sleeper tap out from R2K by Andrew Dubbs. The TCW seems to have the advantage in the later rounds here tonight. Will Rouge be able to even the score? Or will it be Melinda Gutierrez who gets revenge for her partner, Sarah, in the Bay of Iffy? Earlier tonight getting absolutely torn apart, literally, by Totes. High knee she's been using all night, lands again. Goes back to it. I mean, that is her bag tonight. That is her move. And she's using it very wisely. Different positions, offense, defense, trapped in the corner. A knee from Melinda, that kitchen sink. Right into the breadbasket. Samoan drop from Melinda Gutierrez, and she takes time to give the crowd exactly what they want every single time. And this is why she was the strongest woman in the universe for the longest time, in my opinion. Witcher was, of course, teamed up with, oh, that's her finishing maneuver. The Black Widow, the Liberty Stretch. The Liberty Stretch is absolutely going in tonight. She could be ripping off the arm. Looks like Melinda was able to slip out there. She was able to slip out of that submission maneuver from the Ladies World Heavyweight Champion, Rouge, who's going to be putting that title on the line in a honorary bout, a undisputed Ladies Heavyweight Championship will be decided. And I think these are the two women that we're going to see do it. Holy God, help us all. Will they, now again, SSU took the two earlier matches. TCW took the mid matches. And right now, this is to even the score. Will Melinda, or will it be Rouge even out the score for SSU versus TCW? Here tonight, JP and all of the boys bringing us back to SSW. Now remember, this show is no longer a part of the SSU, so we're here in an almost abandoned arena, if you will. I wouldn't say abandoned, but this show, we're only here for nostalgia. We're only here for nostalgia. SSU has absorbed SSW thanks to JP, him unifying the titles, and of course the Ripper, who, I mean, JP was supposed to win that title, but he lost control of the universe during the unification. Weapon X was supposed to be the one who won it. It was stolen by Totes, won back by the Lord, and now Weapon X jumping through. No way. I thought she was going to kick out. No, the F around and find out. The crowd is screaming right now, cheering. Oh, that was dope right there, though. That was a dope counter. That really was a good counter. Holding onto the ropes, catching Rouge off guard with that spine buster, and going right in to the F around and find out. Center of the universe. Holy cow. Melinda Gutierrez able to take the victory. This, I think, proves that she has what it takes to go up against, I mean, I don't want another TCW woman to hold on to an SSU title. But, I mean, who better than Melinda? I mean, we're at war right now. And Rouge, one-on-one, has beaten Melinda as well. But with all the drama happening, we know that Melinda's smarter than your average bear. And I think that's what this is. I think Rouge losing is because of mime. I think it's because of mime. I don't know who that woman is. Who is this clown? Didn't even use the turnbuckle, says my man Dogs. This is crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, and it's true. Dogs didn't really cheat. He did what I mean, Totes kind of, you know, worked against him with that. But either way, able to pull out the victory. Didn't need Totes' help. Digging the thumb into the eye of Miguel Morales. Disgusting. The referee had to do what he had to do to save Miguel's career. He's injured, but still able to fight. If we were able to patch that eye up, he will be okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the main event. We've watched TCW, I think, take this episode. But the main event here tonight is just simply for good damn wrestling. The big three. TCW, SSU, and of course we are the prequel, if you will. We are the prequel. And LTD is the future. Blaze coming back. 1982 Blaze McCoy. Like a Terminator. Proving that the big three are all mixed in storylines. And tonight JW is going to prove that he is above and beyond any storyline you can conceive of. He was, of course, part of JP's Confederacy. And Bubba Wilcox, the banned character, the gay Confederate. Him in the Tag Team Championship. Banning Clint. JP banning Clint from the USA title. Banning Clint from that USA title and giving it to JW. People getting mad at JW, but then he earned his spot there. Later losing the title to Matt Storm in an amazing match. He later afterwards banded together with Bubba to survive the fact that JP essentially abandoned the Confederacy after he used them for their purpose in his great scheme. The same way he did Miguel in the Great Wall. I apologize again to everyone of the SSU who management didn't see it coming, but now we're here to fight. For you, the season few, we're going to fight for the respect, and we won't let anyone disrespect the universe. Blaze, of course, always respected the universe. And this man right here, he's still an American. He's still a Texan. taking away the red, white, and blue, taking away the stars and stripes, taking away the barbed wire, and the man is back in black. The SSW was, of course, absorbed and now is part of the SSU. The same way you got the TNT titles, the TBS titles over in AEW. This man holding on to the honorary Intercontinental Championship. Getting the title back from Matt Storm. So Matt Storm and JW have been trading headshots, if you will, for quite some time. Will that storyline pan out between the countryman himself and Matt Storm, the man of 5,000 titles, the man of 5,000 E-Federations, Matt Storm? Having a lot of trouble here tonight after being confronted by the SSU champion and his challenge. The man in black here in the main event going up against one of the big three, LTD's owner, Blaze McCoy. You might know him as Blaze McCoy 82 here in Solo Season Universe. One of the greatest storylines you've ever heard of. Me and SSU, Totes and TCW. Oh, he's warming up that big boot. Warming up that 44. Warming up the big boot in the 44. Oh my God, he's loading that gun, if you will. That 44 caliber knee that won him that championship. The man in black, JW Caliber. You'll know him as Dirty South in the comments. Holy cow, when are we going to get my man Smoky Mountain in here? I want to make him a manager so bad, like a Jim Cornette manager. And then put Smoky Mountain right ringside with my main man, JW.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 250 pounds, Blaze.
And if you want to talk about drama, here it is. Blaze looking to finally prove his point here in the Solo Season Universe. Of course, when we talk about the behind-the-scenes stuff, Blaze was a little upset about seeing his character rated what he was, and he didn't. I mean, I'm not gonna say he was upset, but without it being explained, you're gonna see your character rated different, because in ladder matches and gimmick matches, to make those matches look good, I have to sometimes manipulate, but still give people the same statistical rating that they deserve. So you guys know that those gimmick matches go any way, right? So instead of it being everyone's 99, I kind of lower everyone's stats so the match lasts a little bit longer and goes. So tonight, I'm proving that. Oh, damn, they didn't even go to the corner. These two men went right to the center, and they're fighting. Holy cow. These two men went right to the center of the universe and got right to business. No separation between the two. The drama is real. Will Blaze prove he has what it takes here tonight to go up against championship-level SSU competitors? Oh, man, going for another lifting maneuver, wasting too much time there. Going to the outside, taunting with a karate kick to the crowd. Blaze looking for some offense. You know he's going to find it if he can get a hold of JW. Any lifting maneuver will, of course, any grappling, I think, will benefit my man Blaze, but JW sly as a dog here in those cowboy boots. No, but I told you, Blaze is going to have the advantage here. Damn near wrenches his head off, turns his entire body to the side, lets the camera pan and see that man get wrenched on badly. Man, this is the main event. Get your Weedles, guys. Hit that like button, please. Kill all robots. You know YouTube's not ran by real people. We have a match here tonight, Blaze versus JW, my Intercontinental Champion currently, and one of my favorite champions, which is why he's in the main event. This is, of course, I believe, a last man standing match. I believe this is a last man standing match. For the Intercontinental, I mean, I'm actually surprised about that, because this is kind of a match that has benefited JW in the past. Oh, a springboard stunner, something I haven't seen in quite some time, modifying the cutter to land more deep on the shoulder. JW stretching that leg up there to land on the face of Blaze. Here he goes, stomping the back. It's a beautiful situation to see. Now, we know that JW, and if you don't know, you know now, JW has an amazing moveset where he goes for your wrists. He kind of likes to get a hold of something and then not let it go and then beat your ass with some strikes once you stand up. So you're going to have to watch out for that 44 caliber knee, and he's going to have to stay away from Blaze. Any grappling, again, is going to benefit the bigger man here tonight, as all of my stats are based around realistic wrestling, and this is going to be the most realistic match you see all night. Blaze using a springboard stunner, the big man putting everything on the line. Putting everything on the line. Blaze putting everything on the line here tonight. He knows JW will not stay down without proper offense. There it is, and he didn't have to go very far. Essentially just fell off the top rope and put his body weight all over the South Texan, but he's up at 3. I don't know if JW knew if it was a pinfall or if a 10 count. He didn't care. Got up before the ref could even get to 5. Before he could get to 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the overhand right evens everything up. Blaze is a little dazed. I can't believe it. Irish whip. He gets him up ever so slightly just to put another right hand on his nugget. No DQ. Last man standing style match. I think he went and got something. We didn't quite see what he grabbed. It's a kendo stick. It was a kendo stick. He might be it is. Oh, and this lands right on Blaze. The torment he must be feeling in that shoulder. Blaze, of course, has a highly weak area, and that is his legs. We all know Blaze skips leg day, but JW has no moves that go after the leg. Oh, that he was setting up for the 44 there. Blaze saw it and was able to get to his feet before he set it up. That 44 caliber knee was right there, lined up that buckshot. Flying headbutt from Blaze. A desperate maneuver from the big man. You guys got to bet. I got to bet too, man. I think JW might take the victory. I see a lot of people saying Blaze. Walter saying Blaze. Oh, but there he is. Blaze down from that huge shot. The kendo stick. Oh. Yo, but Blaze is going in full rage mode right now. Everything JW does, he's beating him through. Great move here. Knee on the back of the neck. This could be the end for the Intercontinental Champion. Of course, this is a last man standing match, but a submission is very smart to wear down your opponent. Blaze might have exhausted himself from that, actually. Blaze may have exhausted himself trying to attempt out the submission. What the hell happened? How is that possible? Blaze goes for a submission and wears himself out on JW?
Here is your winner, and still Action Champion, JW.
What? Hold on, I gotta go look at something really quick. Hold on. I don't think that it stuck. Hold on. It did stick. Okay, I don't know what that was, man. That was weird. That was really weird. Holy cow. Whoosh. Wow. He exhausted himself?
Add 10 PTS on me.
Wow, I've never seen that before in my entire career of playing this game. The only other person that I've ever seen do a rope-a-dope like that was Weapon X versus Lord British. I knew that main event was going to be crazy, but I had no idea. Blaze had his number. Wait, I've never seen that before. He literally just exhausted. It wasn't even that big. Like, the women went longer, though. I don't know. That was a glitchy match, but, you know, we'll call it how we call it. Weird. Guys, I want to say thank you to all of you, the season few. It is Super Bowl Sunday. Please, I'm happy for everyone joining us tonight. We all know one thing, man. I am not playing around about any of the disrespect, but I will say this. Business is business. And if anyone thinks that they're going to do business without, going through the proper channels, it's just not going to work. The respect has to be there. The storyline has to be there. The buildup has to be there. I put too much time and effort into Matt Storm's storyline for him to be the underdog, for him to be the most dedicated champion, for him to always go after the title he wants and always gets what he wants no matter who gets in his way. That's Matt Storm's storyline in the SSU. But he's also the man of 5,000 E-Feds, so he has a lot of championships and responsibilities in other companies. And those owners are booking him in promos and things like that that kind of hurt his chances at getting the SSU championship. If Dominic Mysterio were to go to AAA and say, F the WWE cabron, F Triple H cabron, this is it over here, man. You know what I mean? Like literally boosting up the AAA over. I mean, that's a darling thing to do. What a darling thing to do. But, the venue of WWE going to Saudi Arabia, making and the comparison is there. The big three. We're going to book you guys in matches that are fun. I hope everyone had a great time tonight. Starbucks Sarah will no longer be a part of TCW until she recovers. Miguel Morales just got beat up because of that. The first time we've ever seen Miguel get drugged. Ever. 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 Then this. Then this. Then this. Like, you guys thought we had it. And then, boom, downhill, A shout out to JW, though, for also proving that we still got some strong, characters that are just too good to be, too good. Too good. Crazy that a last man standing match ended that quick. You guys understand that this is a business, and you're not the business. Like, your character specifically, guys, are not the business. The business is the business. You are part of the business. You are not the business. Everybody acts like that, I think, with their character. If you don't take control of your storyline, someone else will. There's a reason why you don't see the Lord in other people's E-Federations when they could, because he will literally go in their comments and tear them up and force his character's storyline, push his agenda, not just let anyone do anything they want to with their character because they want, attention. Or they just don't respect what SSU and TCW are trying to do. And that bothers me. It does. I know that sounds crazy, but I sit here for hours. Me and Totes sat and talked for an hour about this episode. I have an entire booklet right here.
I will get revenge on Totes.
I have an entire booklet of how I was going to set up Miguel to look like a baby face, and then me and Miguel are forming an SSU team in TCW. So go look at those matches, and you'll see Jay Savage starting to form a group of SSU guys that are in TCW, and we win over there. You get it? So it's like, we have to plan those shows to where it's like, if you watch this show tonight and you feel like SSU lost, and then you go over to TCW and then you feel like SSU won, and then, it's like, that's how it was. The Lord won our belt back on TCW after we got our asses kicked in War Games. The E-Federation that is in question with Matt Storm and all the other indie feds that he's in are all trying to come at us now because of a storyline we created. You fucking serious? Sorry to cuss, guys. I don't mean to do all that. You guys know I hate that, but come on. It's so crazy to think that something that me and Totes have built up for 2 months, before the storyline even started, we built up the storyline to make sense. Matched our characters. Matched our belts, planned on it. JP, everyone getting involved, and then boom, we unify our championship, right? Which we don't get to see it enough. I want to go and look at that title really quick because it looks really good. We trick Miguel. We trick Weapon X. We trick all of you guys, right? Not me personally, but the Lord tricked all of you guys into thinking everyone's hate for him. He knew everyone was going to hate him.
Like a million pesos, which comes out
he knew everyone was going to hate him.
With the exchange rate.
And so he used that to get himself banned as his alter ego character. Understand this. Lord Arthur does not know he's champion. That's why in the previous episode, when he came out, he did not have the championship. When he's in the blue and he has the mask off, he's a different person. When he has the mask on, he's the Ripper. So Lord and the Ripper are two different people, the good and the bad, right? So Lord does not know he's champion because Miguel sent the Ripper to TCW. Right? Miguel was bragging so much, the casket match, all the glitches. I embarrassed this man so much, blah, blah, blah. Just to come to find out that everything Miguel and Weapon X and everybody was working towards got taken away from them because he got closer to the title by losing his contract here and going to the place that the title was. The title wasn't here. The title was in TCW, but no one wanted to admit or couldn't or conceive the idea of how to challenge Totes for the title. And so the Lord did it. But not as the Lord, he did it as the Ripper. So he can have the ability and do what everyone tried to do and be like, oh, I don't know that other character over there. That's not actually my character. That's a different character under a different name. And he did what you guys wanted to do to avoid the war in the storyline to actually acquire the belt and did it properly. Instead of just lying and being like, it's not the same. It's not the same because I just don't want to choose. I want to be greedy and I don't want to choose. I don't want to choose TCW or SSU. Why can't I be on both? Why can't I be on all 10,000 E-Federations? Oh, well, now because that we're building one of the greatest storylines ever, everyone's starting to fucking copy us. How about that's why? Because every single time that I have a storyline popping off, all of a sudden now everyone's getting banned, right? Everyone else's characters in their shows and everyone else is getting banned. Okay, great. Okay, their shows aren't there anymore, got taken off. Okay, yeah, I know. Nobody said shit about it when it happened to me. Nobody was like, oh, hey, you think I didn't scour the earth looking for people who cared about the fact that I was banned? What the fuck are you talking about? You know how many I was like, where is everyone? Where's my support? And I stayed silent the whole time, waiting for someone to be like, what happened? Oh, well, I got banned. Oh, that's crazy. What happened? Well, I got banned. No love. Everybody was like, he deserves it. That's basically what the vibe was. The only person that came back with me was Totes. And so here we go, where we built this months on end because he knew when I was coming back, I'm going hard in the paint. If you guys are going to ban me, I'll give you a reason to ban me. MTW, Miguel, the whole situation, great storyline. Because why did we get banned in the first place? Because of the MTW buyout. And the only reason that happened, the MTW buyout storyline, was because Miguel and Jay Savage. And because I injured him, and I'm the only show to this day that still can control injury storylines. And Miguel, how is it possible, my G, that in the moment of you trying to take over my universe, and the day that you said you were going to decree that no one can challenge you anymore, I injured you backstage, the whole taco suit, everything went down, you left, we bought out MTW because of that, because we wanted to get you back, but we had to do it the right way, right? And keep MTW's storyline alive, blah, blah, blah. People were like, he got banned for that and he's still going after it. You're damn right. That's my show now. Shout out to Game Streamer 23. It's actually not. It's his show. But man, we were pushing major weight for the boy when he said he was never coming back. And that's the place I started, was MTW. So I did that to keep him alive. Not to be an asshole, but yep. And also, guess what? Started the E-Federation war right then and there. I actually started thinking we're going to buy it out. And since Game Streamer didn't want to work with me, the next person was Totes. And so Totes was like, let's do it, and let's do it the right way. We started War Games. And in between all that, other indie feds coming from disgruntled former employees or current employees went off and started going behind, and it was all exposed what happened. No one's going to, we don't have to reiterate it. But that's where the deep-seated hate really came from for this storyline that we're running of E-Federation, and you having to choose a side, and people creating a second character to try and avoid the war so they could be on both sides. And no matter what, instead of just showing respect to their shows, they're still on 5,000 other shows that disrespect my show. How do you think you could ever be champion in my show? Why would a company take someone like MJF, right?
Damn.
And make them the WWE Universal Champion when he's been talking bad about all the wrestling over there for years? Why would they do that? It would be bad booking. It would be bad business. So if you have nothing to do with your character, if you can't control your character, if you don't control your storylines, if you don't take a hand in it and this is just whatever to you, well, you know the solo season takes this seriously. And the storylines matter. And I'm not saying this is like end all be all. This is the only thing you should ever care about in your life. No, I don't want you to just care about this in your life, but understand I'm not going to allow you to lie. I'm not going to allow you to disrespect. I'm not going to allow you to go off somewhere else and challenge us, but then say you want to be the champion here. I can't do it because it won't hold up in court. Even if Monet, this is why AEW didn't let Monet win the title. Because even though they were crazy, even though the booking there is crazy, they were smart enough to know that someone that wanted to put other titles over their title doesn't make sense. Why would I make Monet my champion when she's more worried about going out to Japan, Australia, Kansas, Ohio, Michigan, and all these other tiny E-Feds and winning 32 belts to take on a record to beat a man who is 100 times better than her? She should have never beat the most title records, man. And this is what I'm saying. So do you get it now? Do you get, even though they sent, and I think Matt Storm could do that, where he is literally holds 14 titles in 14 different E-Feds, right? But none of them link up. None of them matter, right? Maybe one or two of them are, but there's holes all in their storyline. Right? And even worse than that, they accentuated the holes by challenging the company that birthed both of them, essentially. All of your guys came from the show that you're challenging, and it's not even like who you guys think we're talking. There's so much more going on. You know how many people are doing E-Federation wars now? And then it goes to show you okay, the influence is there and we appreciate everyone showing love, flattery, whatever, imitation, the best form of flattery or whatever. But then the idea of challenging your origin story, that doesn't make any sense. So when it comes to storyline and people respecting, if Smoky Mountain Wrestling and me started doing business with each other, right? I couldn't do 100% business if I don't know his storyline. And a lot of people don't keep track of your storylines, right? And even if we did, we would go back and look at your track record and we'd be like, oh, you just gave the belt to anyone at any time for any reason because they were in the comments. What makes you strong? That doesn't make you strong. That makes you an indie fed. That makes you one of those places where it's like at any time, anywhere, someone random could come in and beat your fucking champion. Really? Well, what's the point of that? That belt's weak then. Your champion's weak. And what if that champion in your E-Federation that just lost to a new guy for your newest title looks weak, but he's also my champion? And you know what? My belts don't look weak. The Ripper's only held it 6 times since 2K19. Since 2K19, there has only been 7 people that have held my title. And Matt Storm only held it for, 2 days? And the other people in between literally folded under the pressure. Psyche Nobu literally held the belt for 12 hours and imploded under the pressure and had to give it up.
2 days is crazy, loudly crying face.
It's crazy. The weight of this company on your shoulders feels like you're truly the champion because people are begging you in the DMs to make decrees. People are begging you to do this, begging you to do that because everyone comes to my show and says they can do it better. Win the fucking title and make decrees and make it all happen and tell me that you're awesome. Because it usually doesn't end the way that people want to. And that's what makes my universe dangerous. That's what makes my titles great. And that's what makes the company have to protect the title. Because if someone from a different universe, like Miguel at the time, gets the title and puts the owner in a taco suit, it makes me look weak. It makes me look like I can't control my universe. And anyone can come in here and make the wildfire effect. Thank you, Primetime. Well said. You light a fire and it becomes a brush fire and then it becomes a problem. And so we had to put the fire out. It is top 10 rage bait moments, right? And so we have a taco suit where could you imagine if MJF brought out Tony Khan in a fucking taco suit or a bunny outfit? Dance, Tony. Prance around, Tony. You're the owner of the company. What's the point of the owner even being here then? That means the company's ran by these insane asylum guys, which we were for a long time. Miguel changed that. Miguel changed everything. That's the day Jay Savage stopped being a wrestler and started being a owner.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
You didn't know what you were doing, Miguel. That's what I'm saying. And it's because I allowed stuff like that to happen. The comment section doesn't care as much as they think they should because this is a form of entertainment that brings wrestling back to life. Real life wrestling. Kayfabe is what wrestling used to be, and kayfabe equals the fans. The fans equal kayfabe. So the fans are what they want to see, or what we should see. So yes, man, if my championship has been super respected, and then the person who wants my title goes around and doesn't respect it, and then the other companies are booking him to disrespect it, it's gonna turn into a problem. You gotta understand. I'm not here to ask people to buy tickets to the show. Thank you to Miguel. Thank you to Digital Dogs. Thank you to everyone who bought a ticket here tonight to the show. I don't sit here for hours planning out storylines. So even if you go back 5 years from now, if you go and look at the Toon storyline, when we had the cartoons and why the title matters so much is because you guys stopped the Toons from coming. Anytime someone ever gets my championship title, they ban the Toons because no one liked the fact that Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers could come in and take the title away from us. SWAT Cats, dude. Anybody remember SWAT Cats? Razor from SWAT Cats was the most threatening champion since JP. He turned everyone into kitty cats. Literally, that was a storyline in my universe where the cartoon Razor from SWAT Cats got my title and turned everyone into... My man Gigi is ready to go for JP. Gigi is a fan. So DeBeast, where is DeBeast, man? Because he was supposed to get his birthday match, and so where is DeBeast? Where is DeBeast's birthday match? It's up to him to choose who he wants. And I think he should fight Jay Savage. I think that's just the best match possible. I think DeBeast versus Jay Savage is a good match. Let's do that. The Beast. Plus, I want to watch myself fight, so that's good. Oh, and we're kind of rated the same, so that's nice. Yep. Well, it's your birthday, The Beast. Yeah, I think and my character is based on, again, the 3 oh my God finisher style. The Beast is got that hurricane kick style. He's got more of a Taekwondo-esque style. So I think we're going to have a good fight here tonight, me and him. So let's make it happen. I think Beast left. Oh, no, he's here. He's here. He came back. He came back.
Happy birthday, Beast.
Again, the Beast is birthday. So guys, I want to get in there. Please make sure we. He stole my match. Miguel, you're injured, dude. You don't want this. You don't want this. You don't. Miguel's gonna have a problem with the Beast now. That's gonna be funny. Hold on, I gotta write that down. Hold on. Backstage drama, the Beast Miguel. Results, episode 4. So I actually need to see again, guys. The tournament, the G6 tournament that we're having, those matches. Yeah, didn't you see? Bro, the game said you were slightly injured. You didn't see that? You actually got injured tonight. That was a dead-ass thing, man. Dead-ass. But Miguel currently has the most points with 10. JW has 5. Saint Cloud would actually be the #1 guy with the most defenses and points. So 5, 10. Well, he'd actually have 10 points. So Miguel and Saint are tied. Jamar has 5. Yeah, so all the men in the G6 tournament currently, JW was supposed to have another match as well. He would have 10 points right now if Clint had not interfered in his match. So currently, Miguel has 10 points. St. Cloud has 10 points. Jamar has 5. JW has 5. And that's all of the points totaled up currently for the G6 matches. During these episodes, I do the one-on-one matches are all G6 matches, essentially. All the one-on-one matches are G6 matches. And so I think the Beast, what do you think, man? We make this a G6 match? Do you want this to add towards your tournament points? He hasn't had a G6 match yet, so I think it's good. I think for a birthday here tonight, I think the Beast, again, hit that like button, guys. Let's celebrate by giving him a good match. And here we go. Yeah, I don't see him on my list through the episode 1 through episode 4. Yeah, sorry, the Beast. Yeah, this will be your first match and mine too. So who will come out with 5 points? Will it be the Beast or will it be Jay Savage to come out with 5 points in this G6 championship? And yes, JW, that Blaze match counted. That defense counted. So 10 points to Miguel, 10 points to St. Cloud, 5 points to JW, 5 points to Jamar. And tonight, will it be Jay Savage or will it be...
Also, would I not have 10 points now after defending against Beast?
That is crazy.
Match with Reaper didn't count.
With the Ripper? No. The that was that was before. That was considered a super fight. That wasn't. I mean, maybe. The Ripper's not really in the tournament. The Lord was in the tournament, but not the Ripper. You know what I mean? So it doesn't. It wouldn't make sense for the Ripper to be in the tournament. He's already champion. You get what I'm saying? Like, the Lord could compete in the tournament because the Lord couldn't go. I mean, the Lord could never go up against his alter ego, right? But it would be funny if one day, give me my points as 15. But explain, you understand that, Miguel. Like, explain, if you can explain that away, how the Ripper and the Lord are both in the tournament, and it doesn't make any sense for the Ripper to be in the tournament because he's already champion, and the tournament is based on finding the #1 contender, right? And so that's where the trick came in. You didn't beat the Lord. You beat the Ripper, right? Which is why he wears the mask. He wore the mask that match. He's always, even on commentary, you guys know that. That's why he's never on commentary during his matches. And when he comes in, if he's the Lord, right, in his match, he will acknowledge the matches during commentary. He will say, oh, yeah, that was a great match I was in, blah, blah, blah. But if he's the Ripper, he does not acknowledge his matches. So the Lord during commentary does not know he's champion. So right now, Lord British in commentary does not know that the belt is around the waist of the Ripper. So that's why earlier in commentary I told him, don't worry about it. The belt is in safe hands. We won it on TCW, and that's why he always says, I don't watch TCW. I don't watch TCW. He says it, and so he didn't watch his character win the belt. You get what I'm saying? He's an SSU loyalist. But the Ripper lost his championship, or he lost his match. It was just such a good thing. It's an amazing thing. And so I love that Totes, again, was really smart enough to come up and really help me come up with all of this up until the point that we're at. Having the Lord, trick Miguel into losing his #1 contenders match. Weapon X losing his chance at even getting the championship, because we know Weapon X is not going to challenge the Ripper for the title. So now we know the Ripper is here, but the Lord doesn't know he's here. And the Ripper just fucked up Matt Storm. The Ripper just destroyed Matt Storm. So we know the Ripper's still as bad as he's ever been. And it's not like Matt Storm wasn't winning that fight. Matt Storm was winning that fight up until the point he just latched on that thing. And then it was also great because Digital Dogs used that same move to destroy Miguel, to literally dig his thumb into the cut and eyebrow where the referee had to stop the fight. And the only reason the ref stopped the fight is because the match before that, Tay literally injured a character. You guys know that. You guys know it. Tay injured someone. The next match, TCW tried to injure one of ours. Our referee saved it. That's such good storytelling. I mean, come on, man. No one plans it out like we do. No one plans it out like we do, man. We just kick it on the side like Bruce Lee. Why is Savage fighting a child? So funny. Oh, great Taekwondo kicks. I'm telling you, man. His character is based off of those really educated kicks. The Beast has a style, and it's a Taekwondo style. Jay Savage is going to have a hard time beating him if he can't acquire those 3 finishers. Thank you again to Smoky Mountain, man. I do want to do something with Smoky Mountain, just so I can promote his show through my show. So Smoky, I know we've talked about it a little bit, and I think in 2K26, I'm going to create you a character, or you can create your own and upload it with Solo Season. I think I'm going to make you a manager, and I want you to be the one to kind of choose who you want to manage, though, right? Because I don't want to do it for you, but your influence, I think, would be very... Oh, that was a great move by the Beast there.
Universal always works. Phenomenal. French version of phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Ha, Gigi is hilarious right now. Jay Savage just stole one of his finishers there. That 3 finisher style building up. You guys, let's check the stats here. How far am I into it? Oh, great move there. See, and that, again, people hate on the Beast, man, but he uses moves that have priority over a lot of other moves. Jay Savage almost to his 2nd finisher there. Will we get to my... So, and again, when you wrestle in my universe, I really hope you know algorithmic wrestling is a thing. Oh, Jesus, Jay Savage popping right up. Oh, chopped him in the throat and set his ass up. That was beautiful. Oh, and he sold it for me, too. Oh, he sold it for me. Great job. Great job selling it. You do not have... No, Miguel. No, you're not going to explain that away just by calling us idiots. You are the idiot if you don't get it. And so that's where it's like, that's why the Lord tricked you. And you still won't admit it. In total, I have 15 points. No, give me my 5 points. No. The Ripper was never in the tournament. It was a super fight. It was a loser leaves town fight. It had nothing to do. And literally, that's why in the episode, I didn't call it a G6 episode. In that episode, I called it the super fight. It was not a G6 episode.
I've noticed that no one has countered the front flip DDT before.
And Miguel, I'm telling you, guys always try to poke holes in my storyline, but I'm telling you, I'm going back to look at it right now. SSU presents a CAW Classic. That's number 1. I just looked at this earlier. Jamar Killings versus SSU. Yeah, we had 2 super fights. Yeah, something's wrong with submissions, guys. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. We'll rematch that. Hold on. Something's wrong with submissions.
2 consecutive title defenses during the tourney. I'd say that's a solid argument for 10 points.
Yeah, that is. I can't see it because the thing's in the way here. We're going to rematch that really quick. No, I think something's wrong with the submission game. Hold on. I got to go back and change something really quick.
Afro Samurai.
I'll show you. Oh, Andrew Dubs. We might bring back Afro Samurai, Dubs. But right now, we can't because, Dubs, if I do bring back, I'm going to have to write that down. Afro Samurai. So, Dubs, me and you are enemies now as you join TWO. And you're trying to take over everything as you've done before because you have been SSU and SSW champion at the same time before. So it is a threat. JP has been SSU and SSW champion before. So those 2 men together have done the unthinkable. And for them to join forces under a different brand is freaking disrespectful. It's just mad disrespectful, bro. And so, we're going to go here. We're going to go there.
No wrestling history.
We'll see if
back in late 70s and 80s.
Are we 100% it's Dubs? No, absolutely. Yeah, it's you, man. That outfit, don't you ever say that it's not you. It's you. That's a great outfit that we made for you. That shiny side of the mask. You and JP look good together. You guys look all cool.
If JP in my WWE Universe mode and crowd say JP.
And that's it, man. See, hey, yo, listen. Hey, listen. Look at people trying to look at. If he was in my universe, this is what people would say. This is what people would say. I think that I'm gay. You want to hear JP's song here? Hey, Gigi. You want to hear JP's song here in the SSU? You guys want to hear JP's song here in the SSU? Yeah, you do. Everybody ready? You guys want to do it? Should I do it? You want to hear JP's song? I don't think he... I don't think this guy's heard JP's song before. You guys...
I hope you don't hate the downside of the truth.
I don't think he's heard... Oh, no. I don't think he's heard JP's song before. Let's go. Oh, yeah. We don't want no darkers on this side of town. Only walking with the white, not the brown. Everybody knows I cannot dance, but watch me segregate water fountains and buses. It says you can't come here 'cause of your hue. You can't come here. I don't like your kind. I banned Mexicans. I made them build the wall and then I deported them and made a YouTube short with ICE, taking Miguel and he still loves me. Free labor. Free labor. Free labor. No. Made JW US champ, even though he doesn't like all the blacks. Had to be the Confederacy. We'll rise again. We'll rise again. We'll rise again. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. All right, yeah. So there's a reason why we're the best, man. Yeah, it was horrible. It's absolutely horrible. JP does the Jewish coalition. He literally brought Benjamin Netanyahu, who has gotten brought up for war crimes. Do you understand that? Yeah, right before the Super Bowl. Saint, I apologize, man, but you got to go watch it. You lost your belt tonight. St. Cloud has 15, St. Cloud has 10 points in the tournament so far with 3 title defenses. Of course, Jamar defeated you by countout, which was BS. So I think maybe St. Cloud was maybe just wearing himself a little too thin, defending his title almost every single night, proving that he is a fighting man's champion, though. And God tonight was not quite with him, as Mason Blackwell and Matt Storm cheated him out. Now, Matt Storm, of course, causing drama. I don't know if Saint will be able to really get in on what's going on with Matt Storm and the indie E-Feds. So you guys understand that St. Cloud is butt naked wrestling. You guys know Extreme, my man, has his own universe, right? But in his universe, he's very respectful. He understands that the storylines don't mix. He never takes shot at SSU. He respects SSU and the storylines. So we get along just fine. We understand that our storylines don't mix. So having St. Cloud here is no problem at all. Kyle Graves, no problem at all. But with Matt Storm being in, that was a crazy combination from the Beast. Totally different match now. DeBeast. Now that I know that submissions are broken, I already knew submissions were broken before the episode, and I did that to kind of tell the storyline. That's how deep I am on this. I know about the submission thing, and the only way for me to have told the correct storyline tonight is to have abused that situation. That's why everything was based on storyline submissions. Tay and Sarah. Now, Tay has always had pure butt-naked strike wrestling. That's right. Only butt-naked wrestling. That's right. Straight out the Cloud Games. Pure strike wrestling has the best highlight spots ever. If anyone wants to claim to be AEW in this universe, I think it would be pure striking. Some of the spots that I have seen on his show have been it is a spot fest. It literally, pure strike wrestling is a spot fest. That's all it is, and I love it. Totes' show the other day. Miguel, did you see over in TCW, it was a double cage jump. That was insane. Miguel Morales and another gentleman jumped off of the cage to do a double cage jump, and that's where Miguel won the Survival Championship in the Elimination Chamber in TCW. That was crazy. Miguel went so far as to jump off the cage while another guy did a pod jump. He got up on the pod, and then Miguel climbed up the wall of the cage, and they both jumped and both landed on the guy damn near at the same time. Miguel goes bouncing off. The other guy goes for the pin. Miguel gets the victory after all. It was such a good show, and Miguel proving that he is a threat in no matter what universe he's in, especially the two where I show him a lot of love, but he's an asshole here because his storyline is that he's trying to buy out me, Jay Savage. Tonight we're giving Jay Savage a little bit of love as DeBeast wants to see if he can beat the 3 finisher style of Jay Savage. I don't think he can. Already getting 1 finisher of his reversed. Clearly DeBeast got his finisher reversed early there. Now, being from the White Mermaid planet, for example, when Jakai hit 3 outside superplexes, when JP landed the zipper, but and the Iron Man match, spot fest, dude. Yeah, just a straight spot fest, and again, that's kind of where we give everyone their respect, but, storyline-wise, he never crossed. Oh, Jay Savage missing, and I want to tell you guys something. I built my character in to do that. So you guys know that's a botched finisher on purpose, right? Why? Why would Jay Savage do that? It forces my character to build 3 finishers. So now that finisher, I know my character cannot land. So every time I go for it, I just start building more finishers because I'm not going to land it, right? So here we go. What an awesome moveset built into creating a type of match. I am the Ric Flair of E-Federation Wrestling. I do the same match every single time. If we don't go into deep waters, if I'm not making everything, looking good and doing this, are you about to triple butterfly me, you douchebag? He's using my finisher against me. That's his payback. Watch, that's his payback. That's not your payback, the Beast. Are you serious? That's just a... Oh, it is. I was going to say. That was his payback. Good move. Good move on him. Roll break. Roll break.
How else does one go unnoticed?
Miguel talking about, how am I in your mask? That's hilarious. Dubs, don't run away from it, man. You're TCW. You're joining up with JP. It's the smartest move you've ever done, man. It's the smartest thing you've ever done. You and JP are the only two people that have ever controlled SSU and SSW simultaneously. Both at the same time. You guys are the only two people to do that. So to join forces is the only smartest thing because obviously you have the same ideas. Let's join everything together under one umbrella. You both could fight it out after who's really king in it all. Damn, DeBeast and Jay Savage actually going at it. Jesus, this is a fight. Oh, and I'm coming out on top of that one because I'm bigger. Oh, there he goes. He's trying to fight off that triple butterfly. Tries to fight off the triple butterfly. And he kicks out. So you guys can see I'm building my three finishers all based on my move set. And so, can I tell you guys, it's lovely that I have that butterfly stretch as my signature because it looks like I'm going for it, but your character's fighting out of it. So do you see how all of my moves make it look like I'm trying to land the triple butterfly, but I give my opponent respect? Oh, great job there. This is a really good fight. Holy cow. There's a story playing out right now. DeBeast is a hardcore guy. He can still win at any moment with that spinning tornado kick. At any moment. Solo, the way I make sure the AI uses certain moves, making them favorites. Yeah, 9 out of 10, yeah. Yeah, you know what my problem is with that, man? With a lot of people, they have to upload. There it is. I told you he could win at any moment with that tornado kick. Speak of the devil, dude. Speak of the devil. I couldn't get to my third finisher. I could not get to my third finisher, and he was able to pull out a victory here tonight. That spinning tornado kick, man, I'm telling you, that was an awesome match. Awesome match. Awesome match. It told the story, man. If Jay Savage can't get to that third finisher, it's all bad. If Jay Savage cannot get to that third... Good effort on Pinky's part. All right, hey, Pinky. Oh, God, she's got nicknames for Tay-Tay now. But it was hard to see Melinda really go to town on some of our favorites, Rouge being one of them. It goes to show that Melinda, a.k.a. Iffy in the comments, in the Bay of Iffy, after destroying the neck of her tag team partner, Melinda's not going to take it lying down, and it's really going to be a big problem where I think she's going to challenge some of the SSU women, and we'll see where it goes, as she still is one of the strongest, always will be one of the strongest, because TCW and SSU have mixed storylines. She's a multiple champion in TCW, multiple times through multiple years. She's donated here, bought tickets for everyone. She was actually the first woman to buy a major donation, and why her storyline was so important and built up what was the Wolfpack as well. But of course, what a wasted effort that was. But at the end of the day, she did build up the Witcher, but she also built up herself. Remember when the Ladies Triple Crown title was around the waist of Witcher, but Melinda could not beat her until we found out that she exposed the finishing maneuver that she learned from the Wolfpack was her weakness. The cutter. She took her into the cage. She wore her ass out, cashed in the money in the bank after the match, right? Let her just essentially just defense, climb in the cage. Who's more fit than a Marine? No one. So she took Witcher to deep waters. Knew she was exhausted, cashed in as soon as the cage was up, made her miss like 4 finishers, and then put her away with the F around and find out. The same thing she did with Rouge tonight.
I've shown the door to others and they are big glowing
TWO has the strongest females out there. Here in the SSU, we're building them. We're getting there. Callie Lee, Tay-Tay. Tay-Tay, I think, might be able, listen, if Tay-Tay goes up against Melinda, that's going to be a fight. You hear me? If Tay goes up against Melinda, which is what I'm building to,
I
right?
could pick another match with Matt, but
Tay
who knows,
was the
maybe
ladies
I'll
Triple
hope
Crown
for something
champion.
different. Regardless, I'm me.
Rouge
And I'm
took
not
it away
backing
from
down
Tay.
from
Sarah and
anything
Melinda were
anyone says.
SSW Women's Tag Team
This
Champions.
is the biggest thing in All Elite
Iffy,
Federation.
Dogs,
Crazy
TCW,
raving cat,
TWO,
eating skin
all
tone.
of the storylines mix, and they all make sense, and I'm so happy to have all you guys in the comments enjoying it with me. Takes me hours to figure this stuff out, and even though I might be taking subtle shots, it's because I refuse to mess up my storyline or allow anyone else to dampen a character that I've created with pains. Do you understand? Like, and I mean this. I mean, I know Matt Storm keeps running away from the conversation, and it's okay. I understand, right? Because it's touchy to be like, well, I'm just a casual fan. I don't really do this, but that's a cop out because I'm telling you, when Matt Storm made me fucking proud, dude, when he was like, I want that U.S. title. I understand that JP's a cheater. I'm the only one that sees him as a loser and a lowlife. The same way all the Democrats were trying to call out Trump, right? It was an exact mimicry of what was happening in real life, and I loved him for doing it without me even having to tell him to. He literally was getting at JP. The moment JP was building the wall and banning the Mexicans, literally every Mexican, Vipera, that happened in my universe. You understand how disrespectful that is? And JP forced them to build the wall. And the wall was a protection, essentially, from everyone else in the universe. JP then acquired both titles, banned the Mexicans, brought in the Confederacy, the way Trump did, right? It was an exact mimicry of what went on. And who was the one person screaming, hey, stop this, stop this, stop this? The wall was for Frosty, too. Absolutely. Get out of here, Frosty. we don't need you crowding up our Home Depot, says JP. Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Storm was the one man that was screaming, hey, I think I can do this. I can do this. But then at the same time, people were, I'm sorry, but it's true. It's true. People took what I was doing with the character in a storyline and a whole thing, and then tried to, I mean, you know, everybody is, of course, welcome to make their own universe. And, of course, I will always respect everyone's attempt at making an EFED if I enjoy the show. If I don't, I'm going to tell you. Or I just won't say anything at all, and you'll know that I don't enjoy the show because you don't see me there. Pure Strike Wrestling, I know I watch him all the fucking time. His highlight, I watch a lot of his highlight reels. He always clips the best stuff, and then I'm like, okay, go to that match. Let me watch how that built up. Okay, that actually was just a pure spot fest. He could have highlighted all 3 minutes of that, and it would have been great. That's his show. He's not doing what we do. He does some storylines in there, right? But he knows he's setting up matches to be highlight reel matches. That's what he does. When we talk about other, you know, I mentioned him by name specifically, and I'm specifically not mentioning others because I want it to be oblivious. MTW I'll mention as well. Game Streamer 23 refuses to engage in it, which is fine. UFC versus wrestling is a good point, Totes. I think people don't actually like wrestling and they just like winning. And Miguel was that guy. Miguel did not care about wrestling. He wanted to win. That's it. And his moveset still reflects that, but his comments don't. You know what I mean? So it's nice.
Wrestling, I'm a cruiserweight.
Yeah, I would say if I wouldn't say ruthless aggression. Yeah, I guess I would. Yeah, because that was a time where people were doing some pretty crazy spots. You're right. The ruthless aggression era was like some really high spots, like yeah, Batista and all them. Yeah, some pretty crazy stuff happening. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, give him a credit where credit's due, but I do storyline based show, period. And I was the first one, in my opinion, to do it this way. Bringing in Witcher's father, real life mixed with K-Fab, making it feel like real life wrestling. You don't know what's real, you don't know what's fake. The line, and then, but the people that I need to do business with need to know where we live within the line of that K-Fab gray area between real and fake, to make an entertaining show, not just for myself and all my friends, but for a random person that tunes into my show. They will enjoy it. And the people that are involved in it should enjoy it immensely. Even if I hate them. Even if I don't like you. I still want the show to be good for you. That's why Miguel's still here. Because we hated each other for the longest time. JP, can't stand the guy, but the Jews. The racism. He's so good at poking fun at all you guys. And it works. And it ends up being the gay Confederate that ends up getting banned.
Props to all y'all, you do it better
but
than me.
it's
plenty, but you totes and
really hard to
build cap.
say it without being a dickhead. You know what I mean? But I have to say it because I'm not going to allow someone to come in and take or imitate and disrupt what we've got and what I've built here. Do you think that I'm not... Listen, hey, Kyle Graves in St. Cloud, there's a storyline brewing there. There's a reason why Kyle Graves is in TCW and St. Cloud is in SSU. Wait until that storyline breaks out. Are they the same guy? Is that the contract? Like, we haven't quite talked about that yet. We brought it up, but, now that he's lost his championship, will he have more time to maybe go back and forth and address the matter? Mason Blackwell, who came from MTW, now dealing with another indie-fed guy, Matt Storm. Ebola is, of course, an SSU purist. And then Witcher's father and the infected. What is going on here? The injury of Sarah, of course, is crazy. Now we will not see her in TCW. Tay and I know my girl Melinda are going to have some beef after injuring her best friend. In a sense, she's going to kick her ass. I almost guarantee you that. Digital Dogs, that was crazy. That's what big men do. And Dogs just became a star tonight, in my opinion. Thanks to Totes. Sneaking him in. Supposed to be the most amazing undefeated versus the 5,000 finisher. After Miguel won in a mask over in TCW. Won the Survival Championship in a mask. He wears a mask over there. Here he's been unmasked because I don't like him. And he ruined that mask story for himself. I didn't do that. He did. He had a mask, then he took his mask off on his own. On his own. Made it his own. He's like, just take it off. No mask match. Just ruined it. That's why I used to get mad at Miguel. Because he's like, no, just take it off, man. I want it off. Why, though? You're a luchador. If you're a lucha, that means that's your entire identity. And you're just going to take it off like it's not? That's disrespecting wrestling lore. There's drama to be had, man. Why he still has the mask in TCW and not here. How he still has his luchador respect in TCW but not here. Storylines are the same. The person is the same. Storylines are the same. The person is the same. But in that show, he never lost his mask. And over here, he did. Maybe that's not Miguel over there. Maybe that is Andrew Dubbs under the mask in TCW, and maybe Miguel is under this mask right here. Maybe JP and Miguel have been working together the whole time.
Next episode, all answers will be solved or next few months. New school soap opera wrestling.
Now we have to change the name of Sean Sanders, who we know has been confirmed to be part of the Savage family, but he also has an issue with the Indie Federation storyline, as a lot of people are using him, and rumored that a lot of people have been
maybe you never know
uploading a version of Jay Savage that has a black suit and gold tie that is approved by me. So we will see my character, we'll see approaching other indie federations and showing up to confront them about the challenges made through characters that are signed in SSU, but they book them to do some disrespectful stuff towards me. So we'll see. There's no reason to you don't go to war with Venezuela. You get what I'm saying? When you're the big dog, you don't go to war with Venezuela. You bag and tag the leader,
Miguel
and you put him in jail.
And me and JP grinning, squinting face.
Especially when the army that they've built is a bunch of soldiers that we've trained.
This dude.
Miguel is, of course, a man who couldn't be controlled, but at least at this point in time, you can tell he knows where the storyline is and where the biggest championships are held. He's held my title once in 5 years.
Turnabout is fair play. Trade one pink ouch for another.
Iffy. Iffy gets the storyline. 20 points to Iffy. 20 points to Iffy for getting the storyline. One pink for another, right? One pink for another.
Black Scorpion.
Shout out to Iffy for getting the storyline there. And I knew she would, which is why she was here tonight. Because who better to step up after a huge injury than Dogs and Melinda to, step up for their teammates. Digging the thumb into Miguel Morales. Yes, Miguel, you got injured today, so let's go and look at it. Miguel's cool. He just breaks his back for motherfuckers that want him dead. That's true. That's true. But I don't want Miguel dead. I want him to be, I gave him a chance to be champion. I don't want him dead anymore. He's a good man to the SSU now. But it's true, man. For a while there, it was a problem.
One big question. Where is MR Galaxy? Equals going to get back the UFO championship back from TCW.
Well, it's not in TCW. That's the problem. The UFO championship went to the Indie Feds. So it's one of those moments where maybe we'll get our UFO championship back, but because everyone played games and Ebola tricked us in war games and Kirk in a skirt became suave, we completely lost that title. We may not have a cruiserweight title ever again. The 100% boost to aerial stats is amazing.
Just a scratch.
Just a scratch. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to love the champion. You got to love Miguel Morales. You got to love Weapon X. You got to love...
Maybe we make a dual cruiserweight championship. Maybe.
Ooh. And the decree has been put forth. Will we have a TCW SSU Cruiserweight tournament to decide who will be our new UFO or some form of new Cruiserweight championship? I would like to maybe keep it UFO, but we'll see. We'll see, because me and Totes really do have a good mind when we work together, so maybe we can still keep it funky like the SSU titles are. I like to keep my titles really funky, really separate from anything else, unique, not really championships that you would see around in a real world. Like, the UFO title is very cartoonish almost. Maybe who wins it names it. Hell no, Totes. I'm not risking one of these losers naming that. Man, it'll be named the Popcorn Chicken title. What are you talking about, man? It'll be named the Chocolate Starfish title. It would be named Dirty Sock in a Closet title. It'd be... No. Absolutely not. Oh, between the promotions? Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. Okay, no, between the promotions. Absolutely. Oh, God. Oh, God, no. JP could not name it. The Hot Dog Sideways Championship would absolutely be on the table. Miguel Morales wants to name it. You guys get in the comments right now. Tell me what you guys would name the unified cruiserweight title. Take it seriously, because I might use it. we might use it. If Totes and me agree on something that we saw in the comments, you guys know the SSU. The comments are what the storyline is created from. Primetime, come up with it. Cruiserweight title. UFO is the original hardcore UFO boo-boo da-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Hey, what you gonna do when the SSU comes for you? What a great job by me booking that match tonight. All submissions, all good. Loving it. Guys, I love you. Thank you, Iffy, for joining us tonight. And I want you to know, I apologize for not giving the gratification people's comments deserved when they deserved it. I was very preoccupied. And sometimes I don't do a very good job at explaining what I'm trying to build. But I think I've gotten better at it, as I didn't have to explain a damn thing to Iffy, and she understood what this was. She gave love to Tay-Tay in the beginning. You could tell she was a little disappointed about that, Sarah getting injured. And then she saw the next match where pink for pink, an eye for an eye. Dogs was able to almost rip out the eye, if you will, pun intended, of Miguel Morales. And I literally know that he has the claw. I made his claw the finisher. Like, guys, come on. Like, I told that story perfectly. And then it moves on to this, where these two animals, Sean Sanders and R2K, who were in the comments, everybody was being very friendly. But who's who? What's what here? Is the nation underneath Weapon X? Who's the leader? No one knows. Gunner getting tagged in blindly. I said Sean Sanders tagging himself in, saying I'm the leader. Primetime in the comments. It's crazy to think about it, man. But of course, JP and Andrew Dubs taking the victory with a amazing win. The big fat bag of glizzy boogers. Boogie, boogie. Oh, you're just mad because you should have won that. Stop it. You see, Miguel's all mad because we did book a good match tonight where he thought he was going to face Totes. And he was like, I'm so ready. And then Totes was like, one step ahead. Like, come on, guys. This is booking for real wrestling. This is booking for the fans. And guys, I know you get mad. And I know you, like, this is why the owner and the booker is usually 3 parts removed from the fans. You shouldn't be able to talk straight to straight with the person who's making the show, because then you can directly blame me for the show. And instead of doing that, instead of just enjoying the show and realizing that I'm setting a lot of you guys for
and where's my damn help?
All right, Miguel, there you go. Now he's asked for it. You guys were big. You guys were like, Jamar. Where is Jamar, by the way? I booked Jamar for a fight tonight. Where's Jamar? Jamar was supposed to be in a fight tonight. Hold on. Jamar, where's Jamar? Who wants to fight Jamar as the last match tonight? Let me see. I'm going to have Blackheart. And Clint is my dude. Clint was in the comments earlier today. I actually do want to see that. I want to see Clint versus Jamar. I really do, actually. I do want to see that. Toro, you don't have a character yet, man. I don't have your character yet. And I saw the one that you uploaded, man. I actually haven't. I saw it over at me and Totes were talking about it. So we're gonna have to work on it. I gotta create a few people characters, but 2K26 is already here. Yeah, and that's why I think that it's fitting that he's also one of the guys, Toro, that got kicked out of here. We love Clint, and Clint deserves a storyline here, but he was always chasing the Witcher. That was always his storyline, and now that the Witcher's gone, where is he? He's with her over there in different shows. Like, I like him. We made Clint an awesome character. Clint, the clingy Clint, I thought that was awesome. The USA champion, he won in the tournament. He should have stayed champion, but was decreed by JP to not have the belt anymore. I just thought I thought it showed. Now understand what the perception is, right? Let's just look at it from a storyline perspective. JP bans you from having a title.
He's spending his time
if JP were to say to me, hey, USA champion, you're no longer the USA champion, I would be pissed. And Clinton didn't care. He gave the chance at the title to Matt Storm so he could go and chase the Witcher. But now, of course, Witcher's preoccupied with the Wolfpack. And now the Wolfpack and Witcher are gone. And Clint is gone as well. So, you know, we protect our own here. We never let anyone disrespect our universe. We never allow people to talk bad about people's characters when we have built them up, when they literally have years of storyline. I think Toro seems to be Spanish. Why not hang out with the Spanish god? And plus, they both play UFC, so it would be funny to see those guys show up in like boxing outfits. And Miguel, you can't lie. You've made a character with boxing glove on his hands before. Both you guys come in there with straight boxing gloves. Throwing chops and overhand rights. That would be hilarious. All right, guys, this again will be the last match of the night. Love my guy Clint. Love my guy Jamar. The Beast. Great match, dude. Yeah, exactly. When he was like pushing that storyline because he hated the fact that Witcher was with Jakai and the jealousy. I thought it was a great storyline, but unfortunately, guys, when I don't have any cooperation with someone who I'm building the storyline with in the comments, like, and every single time I'm trying to do something with your character, you go against it, I can't help it, man. The perception of someone who does not go against JP, who bans them from having the title, and you're completely simping out for a woman, and then that woman boosts you up, and then I revamp your character to make you bigger and better and put a helmet on you, make you look like a real wrestler. You come out there, you start doing, and then what? I never see you again because of drama, actual drama from behind the scenes, because I ask people to stick up for my show. That's it. I don't disrespect anyone else unless they deserve it or we have a storyline going. But people get mad at me for sticking up for what I believe in. And that's where the difference is between guys who run like UFC style e-feds where it's just match after match, nothing matters, we're all here to just watch matches and talk trash and, you know, do that. And people that are storyline based where every single step your character takes in my universe matters, literally. Every comment you make matters, and we respect it to the point where if you don't respect what you've done, we'll be mad at you for it. Could you imagine? You know, it's so, I don't know what Hulk Hogan was thinking with the finger poke of doom. Like, I don't know. Bad booking is a sin to me, an absolute sin. So I will never do it. And if I see it, and especially if it's, listen, let's just be frank, with a storyline that I created, a storyline that I started months ago with someone else, that we're slow grinding out for almost up into the point where the war ends and we go into the new game, which is what we're timing, you know, we're trying to go into the new game together, the storylines mixed together, TCW taking the solo season universal title, us winning our title back on the other show, and unless you watch or know about, man, stop it. Stop it. And then other people go and do, like, we're not the same. I'm not merging with TCW. This isn't a war to merge. This is a war to see who's better. We're trying to see whose talents in the comments care enough about their show. Who supports their own, or is this just, F it, I do whatever I want when I want? Who cares about the person who has booked the show in months in advance? Who I got for the Super Bowl? I was born in Washington State, man, so I gotta go for Seattle. I gotta go for Seattle. I have to. It's just a moment of truth, man. Having watched my team, like, so I'll be honest, I kind of quit watching football after the Seattle versus Pittsburgh Super Bowl when they changed the rule about him breaking the line with his helmet, and it was ridiculous. And then the next time we went and we blew it with the run game. How have you had a man that hasn't gone negative all year and you don't run the ball? Marshawn Lynch has not gone negative all year, and you tell me. And I mean, Raiders don't lose Super Bowls though either. I mean, what's the ratio of Raiders going and winning? What's the ratio of Raiders going to the Super Bowl and winning? Oh no, I said that wrong. How many times have the Raiders gone to the Super Bowl, and how many times have they won and lost? Okay, so they've gone 5 times. Yeah, 3-1. It says 3-2 here. I don't know what one we're missing. Oh, the 76 championship, the 80 championship, the 63 championship. Okay, I see. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, they've got a winning record when they go. And Seattle does not. How many times has Seattle Seahawks gone to the Super Bowl, won and lost? Yeah, we have a 1-2 record. So it's not looking good, man. I'm telling you, when it comes down to the pressure in the 6th man, we like to buckle under pressure. We really do. We like to buckle under pressure. Marshawn Lynch doesn't go negative all year, and you don't hand him the ball. I'm telling you, man, that's how I gave up on football. I really did. That was some pro wrestling ass shit, man. That was some moment for me where management came down on the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks and said, if you give Marshawn the ball, he will be on the cover of Madden. He will be the star of the Super Bowl, and of the NFL, he will be the face. They didn't want that. They did not want Marshawn Lynch as the face of the NFL. That's why they tried to have the quarterback be the one who won the game. That's all it was about, was image politics. That's why they called the timeout before. And if you go and look, Coach was like, "Why? Who called the timeout?" It came from management. Management called the timeout. I'm telling you, dude was in the box screaming. The owner was like, if you give that N-word the ball, if you give Marshawn Lynch the ball and he runs it in, he will be the face of the NFL. And the NFL just called me and said, that's a no-go. The timeout and everything before that play was crazy. And what happened? Did a bad play and thought they were going to... The most obvious play in the world. Why would you pass it over the middle? When everyone knows you had a corner on the corner. Come on, man. Our tight end on the corner was open. Like, it's dumb. It's dumb. I just don't... maybe football's changed. But that year, man, blew me out the water. I could not believe it. They did not want Marshawn Lynch on the cover. They did not want Marshawn Lynch on the cover of the NFL or of Madden. And that's the end of it, period. He was disrespecting the NFL. You guys know what I came here for. I'm not here to do the interviews. I'm here to get paid and walk out. I'm telling you, go and watch that Super Bowl again, man. And I think maybe Seattle wins because of that politics. And I truly believe that. Raiders just went to Las Vegas, so maybe they've got more money into it. Oh, no, Pete Carroll didn't know. Go look at Pete Carroll's face. It wasn't his call. Go look at Pete Carroll's face, bro. Pete Carroll didn't take no... that's why they didn't fire him. Because they knew it wasn't his call. Any head coach that would have made that mistake in the Super Bowl would have been gone next year. Period. If it was his mistake to make... Iffy. This is crazy. Yeah, GG. I'm telling you right now, man, with the whole thing... Steve, the head coach, would have been gone if that was actually his choice and his mistake to make. That was corporate. That was the entire NFL saying, if you don't do this, we will come down on you. If you let Marshawn run the ball, we will come down on you. And then what did they do? They got rid of Marshawn Lynch like he was the problem and sent him to Buffalo. Why would you get rid of Marshawn Lynch when he was not the problem and the head coach calling was?
With tears of joy, ugly crying face. We didn't even get through the foreplay. Oh well.
It's wonderful to sit there and watch sports, like, you know, and whatever, but I call it how I see it, man, and I think everyone knows that I think Vegas is going to win. Vegas is going to win. You want to know why? Because Seattle is not a tourist attraction right now. No one's going to go to Seattle because of all the political shit that's going on out there. That, like, no-go zone where, like, they're like separate from America or whatever, Stephenville or whatever the hell it's called, where they separated themselves and it's like no police go there and people just have tents and craziness. Like, no one's going to go there. So I guarantee you Raiders win this Super Bowl because that would bring tourists to Vegas. Period. Oh, the Super Bowl celebration here at MGM Garden. The Super Bowl celebration here, Super Bowl celebration here. Everyone will be going to Vegas to Super Bowl celebrate. I promise you, Raiders come out on top. But they'll probably make it close. Let me see, 24. I'll say 27. I'll say Seattle scores 27. It's a high-scoring game for sure. Seattle scores at minimum 27. And then Raiders just happen to pull it out right at the end. It's going to be an all-offensive game, I guarantee you. It's going to be all offense. Highlight. Like, and then at the end, Raiders pulls it out, you know. 24-point game. They might just, you know, get a touchdown, 3-point field goal, just to, you know, put it away with a field goal or something like that. I don't know. But I guarantee it's a high-scoring game. Highlights all over the place. Guaranteed Seattle scores more than 24. And, you know, we go to Vegas to party. The Blaze 1000 says Iffy. She's hilarious. I love her for that. The Rumored B1000. Guys, I want to say thank you to all of you this season for you. I've got to get going. I'm thank you again to everyone who buys a ticket, who shares it out. And I understand that the drama may not be your favorite part of the show, but it's what made us who we are, man. And we call it how we see it. JP, I can't stand the Patriots, bro. Karma should have had them chained to mediocrity for at least 20 years. Unfortunately, man, there's too much money in New York. Too much money, too many fans, too much merchandise buys. People that will buy 32 New England, that spend their whole check on some Patriots gear. They've got too much money. They've got too much money to not be a good team, period. Like, just too much money, too much resources. New England will never be a bad team until their fans stop supporting them, which will never happen. Like, Brady put such support in that team. They'll be good for the next 20 years still. You know, the money's there. The fans are there. The camaraderie's there. Like, unless something like crazy happens where they have like a scandal, like even the Deflategate situation with the ball being deflated could not kill them. Like, even if their team cheated, they were with it. It would have to be something so crazy where, like, it would have to be a sex scandal thing, like some Epstein Island stuff with the owner, and then they would have to get rid of the owner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it would be so dramatic. They would probably still support. They wouldn't even care, man. New England fans are some of the craziest. Like Boston, Red Claw, yeah. The Deflategate made them better. Absolutely, it did. Thug life. Well, guys, again, I appreciate everyone. Toro, we're going to be trying to get you a character. That's how to end the show. Absolutely, man. I'm happy to podcast with you guys and talk trash. I really got to clean up my house and get ready for the Super Bowl. I promised some people that I'd be stopping by, but I owed everyone who supports my show this. JP, thank you, man. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I know that with the Confederacy, with the Trump stuff,
El Toro.
it could have gone a really weird direction for JP. People could have blamed him for what's going on and hated him and his character. But, of course, I take all the blame for everything, so that's okay. I'm happy with it. But I'm happy that he's willing to come up with, like, the Jewish stuff and really push. So thank you, JP, for everything you do. Digital Dogs and Iffy, this is especially to you. And I know Iffy, Dogs, please tell Iffy later because she's watching the show in reverse right now. So Dogs, please tell Iffy that I appreciate her. If she doesn't make it all the way to the end of this, to hear me say this, Dogs, please let her know that I did tell her these loving words, because I did not at the time. I was more into myself and the show than I was you guys, and I made some mistakes with characters like Melinda that I should have built them faster and built them bigger quicker, but the storylines panned out, like, and that's all I have to say. You know, the storylines panned out. And Dogs, thank you for being here, right, and going through the. No, it's okay, Iffy. I know you were, and I'm actually happy she showed up because she was behind. But I'm happy that she came here so I can tell these words to her and Dogs and everyone who, essentially, that have been around long enough. Do you, like, now do you get where the history is? Like, Iffy has history here, not just because of her character, but because of the company. She disagrees with how the company does business, so she went back to a company that she does agree with. That's where the drama started. And then Witcher loved our show, loved the drama, but then we kind of got rid of her because of the... Well, we didn't really get rid of her with the whole Jamar and the Riviera sister thing. It was decided that her contract was better to go other places. It now builds a feeling of real, right? Iffy is invested in this, not just because Solo Season did her dirty in the past, right, where her efforts were not given enough credibility, where Dogs' efforts were not given enough credibility. It really now becomes a moment where that history is compounded by the win today. Like, you get what I mean? Like, Dogs was literally dominating Miguel all fight. Melinda dominating all fight. She had some help. She had some help because I cannot, as booking, I cannot. Clingy Clint. As, of course, I can't bury my own female champions. So Melinda got some help today, but put away Rouge pretty quickly, right? JP, Dubs, Miguel, Dogs. I mean, the history of what SSU has done to these characters now plays into the reason why they're back with a vengeance. And not only that, we took advantage of one of their smaller and outcasted characters, Sarah, the Bay of Iffy, has one less competitor. The drama now has compounded your efforts and ability to, and patience to allow me to tell this storyline, to correct the storyline, and make it bigger than it's ever been is up to all of you. Dogs, thank you for sticking around. Totes, thank you for keeping these characters alive and in the eyes of the E-Federation community, but never ruining them, never burying them. You understand now? You guys know that the Lord lost his first match in TCW. He got buried in TCW when he went there. But then it all reverts back around to where he beats Totes for the Solo Season Universal Championship to bring it home for us.
Be the man of a lot of F's, but mark my words, that Universal title will be mine. Angry face with horn, skull, and crossbones.
And so,
but love these kind
I love this, man. 1201 Make sure you, again, upload your character with the hashtag solo season. Of course, right now we're having a problem with new characters being uploaded because images, we can't delete images. So I would love to have 2001 in here as a wrestler as well, telling his storyline or her storyline, whatever you want to be. But again, TCW is our partner show. This man, Totes Magoats, stole. Let's just talk about it. Let's talk about this quickly so 1201 understands the storyline and how serious and how cool and interactive the comment section is. Digital Dogs has been here for quite some time, but he has never gotten the respect he deserves. There was a woman named Witcher, who her father is currently in the hospital right now with actual 5-degree burns all over his body. That's the man you see right there, who has essentially been taken over by the infected Ebola, who is disrespecting the indie federations, who left us disgruntled. So I know that was a lot to take in. There was a woman's father who was burnt. That woman then left to go to a different show. That show now has got major beef with Matt Storm being the champion. So if that show that is being disrespected, F the indies, right? F the indies. We're the big three. Our storylines matter. We're not just out here circle jerking. The Lord confronts Matt Storm about him saying he wants to be our champion. So the Ripper, our champion, confronts the man who says, I want to be champion in tonight's match. Matt Storm is unable to pull off a victory against the Ripper. But we all know Matt Storm is not the man to give up. The United States Championship proved that. Even through decrees, Matt Storm was able to fight through and still get that title. That is a man of dedication. And I think he's going to go through hell if he wants this SSU title. Wow. Could you understand if Monet actually went and got every 22 other indie fed title and then came back and won the AEW title as well? Do you get what I mean? Why she can't win the AEW title, why they have to put it above all those other indie federation titles? Do you get the booking and why Tony Khan and all of them are doing that? They're establishing the pecking order, and every other company that allowed someone like Monet to wear their title understood that Monet could not win the AEW title because it would put their show above AEW, and that won't work. It won't work. They're all below. But when she loses all those titles to other people, and then finally comes back to AEW and wins the title that she's been, because she's no longer distracted by all the other titles, by all the other fame and glory. She's got a sole focus, and she's put everything to the side, and she shows respect to the company that built her. Matt Storm's storyline is literally Matt Monet's storyline currently. The man of 5,000 belts. The man of 5,000. Yes, anyone can upload a character. Upload your character with the hashtag solo season, like my YouTube is. Solo season. And I'll get you involved, 1201. So yes, the storyline goes. Matt Storm is the man. The king of indies. I really do believe that. I ain't disrespect. I just after what I got screwed over for. He says I'm just after what I got. Shout out to Gigi, always hanging out in the chat. Everybody wants to be champion, though. If you don't want to be champ, you're in the wrong business. Shout out to South Texas, telling the truth. Another person who also kicks ass and takes names is South Texas. His match isn't up here, but he won his defense against Blaze tonight very decisively. 1201, upload a character anytime.
Super Bowl 2020.
When it comes to these storylines, though, 1201, it all goes into each other. So tonight we saw what Matt Storm did. Matt Storm threw a hissy fit. Right? Matt Storm threw a hissy fit, and in the very next match, Matt Storm, who you see next to Witcher's father and Ebola, if you watch, Ebola comes out and guides them essentially to a victory. Matt Storm disrespecting St. Cloud the entire match. I'm not the indie fed. I'm not. What are you talking about? I should be champion. I got screwed out every time. I always get screwed out. Well, nope. St. Cloud's like, screw you.
Just made a standalone vid to explain most of this so you don't have
Yeah,
to
I know.
Iffy.
I know. Iffy is so good at this, man. She's so good at this. Unfortunately, Iffy, this is what it takes to get new people involved in the storyline, and that's the business of this. This is why I beg people, I really do, to buy a ticket. If you're going to support Paramount or Netflix or whatever, man, what's a cup of coffee to buy a super sticker or a super chat to support your local eFed that literally gives you some of the greatest, like, it's so emotion invoking because it's self-reflection wrestling. It's you. It's your comments. And with me and TCW, you never know what's going to happen. But again, Matt Storm, love him to death, but the drama is real. And I have to repeat myself, Iffy, because new people like 1201 don't know that Melinda Gutierrez used to be here and is now back for a vengeance.
Not knocking the approach, just a jarhead's opinion.
Oh, absolutely. The most efficient woman in the solo season universe is trying to tell the solo season, be more efficient. That's why I'm in TCW. Make the standalone video and just post it to people. Just post it and they'll understand. Maybe she's right. Maybe we have to make a storyline. Now, I love the fact that TCW had a podcast not too long ago, yesterday, explaining all this as well. I love all of you. I love 1201, being curious about uploading a character. Can't wait to see what that character looks like. But again, storyline, guys. Arthur confronts Matt Storm. Matt Storm gets beat, throws a hissy fit, causes St. Cloud to lose his title. Okay, if I can't win, nobody wins. You get it? If I can't win, nobody wins. Wah, 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 chicken, na, 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 boo, boo. Give me one of those.
What?
Give me a corn dog.
Iffy is a
Give me that one on your plate.
Hands.
You don't have to hide your plate. I don't care that you have corn dog, fucking everything else on there. Huh? What?
No,
Shut up. You should have brought the whole plate over here.
I'm
You're
not
trying to
hiding
hide.
it.
Yes,
The
you
plate
are.
is hot. The plate is extremely hot.
He came up with an excuse really quick.
Well, I only have tater tots and corn dogs on my plate.
I hate teenagers. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
I do what I can.
Iffy literally is like super good. And she calls it how she sees it. That's why she does so well here. Because she calls me on my bullshit too. Sarah's injured. I mean, that was a damn good episode, man. Really good. I mean, to have dogs slightly injure one of our characters, to have the referee save Miguel.
Respect, thumbs up, light skin tone.
To think that Miguel had to be saved. All right, come on. Just please imagine this. Please imagine this in your head. A real life episode, right? This would happen where Miguel is the strongest. Everyone knows he's the 5,000 finisher. He's really strong. And then all of a sudden, this giant of a man is destroying him.
Might have to scout for a temp replacement.
Melinda already coming up with a new game plan. Crazy. But again, just imagine it. CM Punk or
Yeah, this episode is
AJ
next
Styles
level.
or whatever coming back. Oh my God, it's great. I love this. Oh, we love Miguel now. Miguel's a good guy. I can't believe he's fighting for the SSU. And proceeds to get his ass beat so bad that the cut above his eye starts getting a giant man's finger is digging into his cut. Just imagine that. And then the referee had to stop the fight because it was so gruesome. Dogs was so gruesome and so brutal that we had to stop the match completely. The referee could not see anymore. because the referee just watched one of our people destroy the career of Sarah.
Yeah, that match was perfect.
So we watched Sarah lose her career and get walked out of the universe, which triggered Totes to be like, oh, fucking really? And Dogs coming up and being like, let me take care of this one. Totes is like, gladly, brother. Why put my undefeated streak on the line against Miguel? Why? He doesn't even have a title. Why would I do that? You're absolutely right. Maybe I overstepped a little bit, Dogs. Maybe I am a little too emotionally involved in this, Dogs.
I go after the U.S. title screwed over multiple times. Go after
Matt Storm running down his storyline right now. Love it.
Over by Pride.
But between these two matches, cinema. The referee had to stop it before it went too far, and Miguel lost his career again. The way Sarah did. Matt Storm calling out his history in the Indies and in the SSU, being screwed over multiple times, and now he feels like management, the people that supported him the most during him getting screwed over, is also screwing him over because they feel like maybe he's being used to promote other promotions against SSU. And so now management's a little afraid to have someone hold my title that maybe might have an allegiance to someone else. One day a decree pops up where Matt Storm's like, make the entire show is now whatever, you know? That's how my championships work. If you hold my major title, you can make decrees. So if management, like, again, Miguel put me in a freaking taco suit. Go look at all my YouTube shorts, guys, please. If you're new here, the best thing to do to catch my storylines is to go and look at all my YouTube shorts. My AI-generated YouTube shorts tell the storylines of what I'm telling. You'll see digital dogs. You'll notice them. You'll see them. You'll be like, oh, that's a giant man in a mask. That's clearly digital dogs. That's a bald man with an eye patch. That's clearly Totes Magoats. Miguel will be very noticeable with his blonde hair. He doesn't have it here, but he has blonde hair in the AIs because he used to have blonde hair. He changed it recently. Tate, Witcher, Melinda, Lord, you'll notice them all.
To holding your world title and my world title.
And that's it, Dogs. And Totes, kind of explaining it. Now we just need Matt to get super involved. Stop worrying about the other companies. And then we have, can you imagine TWO holding world title and my world title? I mean, it's up for grabs. I could see somebody beating the Ripper for our title, but not today.
Chicks got tired.
That's so funny. Iffy saying girls got tired of getting tired. Iffy. Absolutely, man. Love that woman to death. One of the toughest women in the comments, which is why her character, again, one of the toughest in the ring. Rouge learned that today. Even though she kind of got cheated out. I don't know who that clown woman was, but we'll see who that was, or if that was just some interfighting, or what that clown woman. She had a big old thick white woman. Just seemed to be a problem in my universe. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the season view. Algorithmic wrestling, storytelling beyond anything else. RPG style character progression. That means you got to get in that comment section and know your role if you want to know this game. Fantasy sports style betting. It means you got to bet on the matches, win your character some points in the most electrifying four corners known to mankind. It is pro wrestling. Matt Storm pissed off. Confronts the entire universe about getting cheated out, finally gets his first one-on-one with a champion. There will be hell to pay, says Matt Storm. Now again, Matt Storm, no funny business happened in this match. No funny business. This was a classic Matt Storm versus the Ripper one-on-one match. Nothing happened that was funny. It was a one-on-one match. So Matt Storm cannot claim any foul play by SSU today. That rhymed, I'm not a rapper. It is true. JP screwed him out of the U.S. Championship. It is true. A lot of people screwed Matt Storm, but management did not screw him today. That was a classic one-on-one fight against the champion. I'll even show the stats. You know what I mean? You guys know that. Will Matt Storm be able to overcome his trust issues, if you will? TCW forcing a wedge between a lot of SSU characters and themselves, forcing people to choose a side like Witcher, Dogs, and Andrew Dubs, JP. Now that they are both, again, separate universes, TCW and SSU, where storylines are combined, but could you imagine JP and Andrew Dubs teaming up and somehow making decrees in my universe and turning SSU into TCW? Or turning TCW into TWO, turning both shows into the World Order? It's possible that I lose my entire show, my entire stream, to one of you, the season view. It could be one day that someone sneaks in and acts like a friend and gets my championship and turns around and turns us into a show that we hate. It could happen that we become one of the indie feds that we have been fighting against for so long. Someone could get the title and make our storylines make no sense by just constantly making decrees that make no sense. It could ruin everything for us. That's what's on the line, guys, is wrestling. The soul of wrestling is on the line when it comes to the solo season Universal Championship. You want to say that you're a wrestling fan? This title, where is it? There it is. This title is the way to prove it. The Totes TCW Universal title, the world title is the way to prove it. You want a company to trust you. You want more than one person in your life than yourself to trust you and make you into a star, and not just your own eyes, but multiple other people's eyes, to make your efforts that are... It is. It is. That is. And he did such a good job in incorporating the SSW into the SSU title. It's beautiful to see the SSU World Universal title, the solo season Universal World title.
About the indie feds. This is about me getting the Universal title and done waiting. Angry.
This isn't about the indie feds. This is about me getting that Universal title. I'm done waiting. And see, Matt Storm keeps, pushing forward towards that, and that's cute and all, but you're done waiting. He's really pushing. It's not about the indie feds.
No bish brain decrees for SSU. Keep it clean.
I don't know what to say. I mean, Totes, do you have anything to say about that? I mean, I feel like anything I'm going to say might come off as a bit of an asshole. So Matt Storm says he's tired of waiting. He wants his shot at the title. He still does kind of come off as the guy that I see in the indie feds, So maybe he is that indie champion that's trying to prove that the indies are not below the big three, right? Maybe we're some stuck-up assholes, and maybe everything is everything. Maybe pizza could be a hamburger.
Honesty over flattery solo.
Maybe up can be down, and everything will be okay. Matt Storm can fight through it all he wants, like a bull in a china shop. Maybe he'll burst through that brick wall. Maybe he will bang his head against that wall enough. As we all know, he is a stupid cowboy in a sense, and he's taking his shot. But ignoring the storyline that's possibly in front of him and saying something like, it's not about the indies, well, that's kind of your whole story. And to say it's only about the SSU, well, that's cool. If it was only about the SSU, Matt Storm, you'd probably be champion. I gotta let my dog in. Hold on. I forgot she was outside.
But it is about all of it here.
Come here. I forgot you were out here. I've been streaming for this whole time. Come here. Did you mess up your nose? Come here. Come here. You okay? Let me see your nose.
Dan.
Did you do it? No? Good girl. Come on. All right. The companies are asking you, like, Matt Storm, listen, I get it, bro. The weight's on your shoulders and you don't like it. But this is what the companies are asking of you. But it's about all of it here. Right. I don't acknowledge their storylines. I don't. There's no way any of the indies could ever mix with our storylines because they don't keep track of what they do. And even if they do, it's disgusting to think that championships trade hands on the whim. New guys come in there and automatically get belts with no history unless that history is based off of Solo Season Universe history, but maybe it's not, but it's not the same character. So how does he have any history? But he says it's not the same character because they want to avoid this. So that doesn't make any sense. And then they just implode and get mad at me because I take hours to write out my storyline and keep every one of your wins and comments held to high standard and literally make them into cinema magic, which is what we saw today. So yes, Matt Storm, this is the pressure of being a star.
I mean,
this is the pressure.
It's not about it there, but it is here.
Yeah, it is here. This is the pressure of being a star. And so this is where you're the only guy who could make what me and Totes are trying to do even further. Take it even further. You get what I'm saying? If me and Totes are trying to separate us from the indie feds, right? If we are not part of them and we don't want them to be part of us, and I went so far as to lose a title. My UFO championship has been lost to the indies. I'll never see it again, right? Unless there's someone out there that's not a owner of an E-Fed
history rolling on the floor laughing.
That is strictly a talent and forces the E-Feds to follow suit. Because if any other owner comes up and tells them to do it, they're going to spit in our face and be like, man, boo-boo, right? And they refuse to lose. Even though we all know, man. Like, how is it that people from a show that defected from a show that I'm fighting went and made their own show, and then people from my show that defected and made their own show then got together to make a joint show to then come back and come after the people that they left while the people that they left are fighting? But everybody in their group is also the people that they are planning on fighting against. What?
Diabolical.
What? I can't. It would never make any sense because you guys don't even like... What? And that's how we would have to tell the storyline. There's no other way to do it. There's no like, oh, just Solo's being angry and Solo's being, No, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's how we would have to tell the storyline. That's how we would have to tell it.
Really go to that show if they were established stars anyways, leaving high production for a 10-man game show.
Hey, Totes said it, not me. I'm not one to really talk numbers here because that's what this was all about. When me and Totes came to each other as men, hey, this is a business. Let's figure out how to do business. Everyone else, man, that you could tell that's what it was all about. The $100 donations from Witcher, $100 donations from Rouge, the $50 donations from Miguel, the constant donations from all of the supporters and the talents that are buying tickets to the show. People wanted a piece of that pie. Oh, Solo Season Universe always asking you guys to buy money because, I won't do that to you. I'll just strictly do ad revenue, and that's the way I'll make my money because clearly... Shut the fuck up, man. Okay. Let me know how that goes. Let me know the time it takes you to make an AI video that makes any sense. And did you clear it with the talent? I'm telling you, Matt. You know how bad it is to have you holding up 2 other belts talking about I'm coming after the SSU, and then,
Grinning face with sweat,
what?
My brain would explode.
You think we're going to stand for that? Who did you win the belt against? Go think about that, Matt.
I mean, I am just laying out a storyline.
It doesn't make any sense.
Makes sense,
Who was in the fight? Like, there are still people being used that it's so weird, bro. It's so weird. It's like the most underhanded shit ever because it's like we want to be a part of the TCW SSU storyline, but we also want to use the characters that they've built up freely and use them as we choose. But then come back and say we want to be part of the storyline when nothing you did makes any sense to what we're doing here. And on top of that, if the way you're booking the show, that means JP is going to end up fighting JP at some point. Or a different version of someone is going to end up fighting a different version of themselves. Because you want, and then even worse, when we come to you with something that we are feeling is wrong, you spit in our face. Just spit in our face. 3-hour conversations, absolutely thrown down the tube because someone DMs you and you get emotional and then you make the episode because it's not about the E-Federation community. It's not about wrestling as a whole. It's not about the storyline. It's about feeling good. It's about the circle jerk. Sorry, Matt Storm. You're a great talent. And you have supported so many people. You're in every E-Fed. You're in every single E-Fed. I go to an E-Fed, Matt Storm's wrestling there. It is a 78% chance that if I go to an E-Fed on YouTube, Matt Storm is in it. Do you know how incredible that is? And you want to ignore it. You want to throw all your hard work, all your comments, your hours, it has to be hours of dedication to this form of entertainment, to your character. I don't care what goes on in any of those other E-Feds except for LTD and SSU and TCW. I don't care about it, right? I don't. But when those other E-Feds are taking shots up at us and using you to do it because they know you have more pull than even SSU or TCW does. Because more people know who Matt Storm is, even though he doesn't run a show, than people who run the show. No one wants to touch Solo. No one wants to touch Jay Savage unless it's drama and they think they can use me to build some storyline and build some views and some drama. That's the only reason people want to talk to me. People go to TCW and they get a little upset because they don't have any control over there, but they wait the 2 months and their character becomes a star as long as they work the comments with him. So they trust him, they trust Totes, but they still get disgruntled because they have zero power over their character there. But he still builds them into the greatest version of themselves that they can be, that they then take and go be that character somewhere else and never give Totes any credit for building that character and that storyline, and they just run it as if, yes, the 6 months that Totes built your character was all you. You're the one who booked the matches. You're the one that spent the hours to try and build. Okay, yep, for sure, yep. Okay, brother. Yep, sure. Okay, if that's the way you want to play it, then I'll do the same thing. If you want to disrespect Matt Storm's hours upon hours and hundreds upon hundreds of comments in every single E-Fed in YouTube community and beyond, okay.
Or train different through carriers.
But I'm not.
We're all different.
I'm not. I'm doing this on purpose. I want you to feel like this matters. Don't you feel like this matters now? I'm not going to lie. Honesty is the key, Iffy. You're right. I'm not here to circle jerk. I'm here to create a show based on self-reflection through the medium of wrestling. Too complicated?
Universe is one of the best parts. Get to be an involved part of an audience. Jobs, not carriers.
Yeah, and that's it. That's what I'm saying. And you, man, when I started to wear the top hat in disrespect of the corporate syndicate, or in, I'm sorry, you guys don't even know. I'm not even going to tell that storyline yet. I'm not going to give it up because what's going on in TCW with the TWO, the corporate syndicate, Jay Savage's top hat, which I wore today, guys, that all matters. It all matters. Matt Storm, you matter. Matt Storm matters, right? And I get it. He just wants to say, I'm the best. I'll always push through. I am the Goldberg of E-Federation Universes. Okay, well, guess what? If that's the case, Goldberg, then guess what? You're going to get booked into some ho shit. You're going to get booked you're going to turn heel. How about that? On your return in WCW, Goldberg, you're going to turn heel. Yep. And you're going to be part of a bunch of guys that you literally could beat up and have beat up. Didn't make any sense, man. It ruined Goldberg. And yes, this is a business. And yes, I want people to buy tickets. Yes, I want 1201 to be like, this was such a good show, I would pay $1.99 to see it. Every time I come through the doors of a solo season Universal episode, I know he has taken hours to set up a storyline that is so interwoven, not only with his show, but TCW's show, that every step we take, it matters. Miguel is unmasked here. Miguel is Easter eggs 24/7, 365. No sleep, man. Totes has hit me up at like 2 in the morning and be like, hey, what do you think about this? I'm going live today. I talked to Totes before this episode. You guys don't think we know about the DMs? You guys don't think we know, and you guys figured that out pretty quick. That shit got shut down because it's not about your DMs. It's about what you produce for the fans and the community. DMs all you want. DM all you want. What can you produce in a wrestling show? Do you actually have the mental fortitude to not make yourself the star? Where is Jay Savage in this whole episode? Where is Jay Savage in this whole episode? Where? I should have been a part of this. I'm the owner. But instead I do corporate backstage talking now. I control through this. Through politics. I've already injured one of my own characters before and created one of the greatest storylines that is continuing to roll on, and I still play off of it. With this particular thing right here, this should scare Miguel half to death. This particular moment right here should scare Miguel to the point where he should say, take me out until I get a teammate. I'm going to be injured for another 12 weeks and I'll be out for the Royal Rumble. I won't be able to fight for the title. I won't be able to even say I'm the best because TCW Digital Dogs and Totes took me out the same way Jay Savage did months before, but now we reconciled that. Ain't gonna be no reconciling between Totes, Dogs, and the TCW coming to take us over. This is about killing. This is about war. Whose show is better? The unpredictable SSU or the unpredictable TCW? The chaos of SSU and the controlled, calculated strikes of TCW. They never know where we're going to be. But damn it, they're doing enough calculations to start to... Come on, man. You guys are lucky the Lord fought back. Lucky the Lord was like, boom, 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 boom. This is how I'm going to get the belt back for us. Boom. Everyone else was just like, tournament. Why? Solo, explain. Solo, what? No, man, you need to come in with some heart. You got to come in like you care about this shit. Matt Storm, I want Matt Storm to be champion. But Matt Storm's story is more complicated than just, I'm the best. It's not about them. It's about right now. It's about that. Nope. That's not what management's asking of you. That's not what the two shows with the highest. I'm telling you, you don't see Totes' numbers. Totes does numbers. And a lot of other people like The Beast and everyone, they also do heavy numbers. Who's monetized? Who's this? Who's that? Who's taking the time? Like all that shit, man. Okay, that's great. Yeah. Making money is kind of the goal. But we can't make money unless we do a great show. And I can't do a great show unless I have great talents. TCW is the only place that I think could take shitty characters and make them great. Because he doesn't allow you to ruin your own character, no matter what. You could be in the comments saying whatever you want and disappear for 3 months and never come back. And then the fact that he put you in the game, he's still going to play out the storyline. You come back and you're so happy about what he did for your character that you then use that version of the character to go on and be the better version of yourself that Totes created without saying thank you. In my universe, it's true. You earn your own. And some people don't like that. Find comfort in the fact that there's a community that wants you to do good, but not going to bullshit you. It's complicated, Miguel. You're absolutely right. It's based off of self-reflection. This is therapy. I built this entire scheme, my entire algorithm of comments, equal matches, contributions, money, as we moved along. Move sets and algorithmic wrestling became a part of it. The fact that the game is so broken and we had to take patience not only with Jay Solo and Savage and, you know, just like me having to manipulate hundreds of characters and move sets and the game not working with me sometimes, the patience of St. Cloud, the difference between St. Cloud and Vipiro and the people that want it now and people that are willing to have the patience to dedicate themselves to the SSU and algorithmic wrestling and then take it to their own show and make their own show better. And I'm going to give credit where credit's due, man. Pure Strike Wrestling is fucking amazing, dude. I love their high spots. I love that he goes through and forcibly keeps the priority high. And for me, I can't do that because you guys have to do that. You set your character's priority. You make the algorithmic wrestling happen. And if you're weak and you lose, I can't help you. Because if you want help, you need to ask. And then if you ask, that becomes part of the storyline. And then if you don't want to be my tag team partner, you don't want me to be your manager, well, you know, then, you know, what are we going to do? DM me? Blah, 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 blah. That's where it gets complicated for people. Where everything in the SSU matters. Everything. Do we acknowledge the indies out there? We do. To the point where I literally will shut your character down in my universe. That's how much we acknowledge them. How about that? You want to talk about disrespect and respect and this, though they're too big for their britches. Are we? Or are we just being honest about the community at large and forcing everyone in the community to be a wrestling Federation wrestling fan as a whole, not just a fan of your own show, fan of your own character, but as a whole, protect this community from weirdos, liars, people that want to destroy something that could become monumental. That's where the difference comes in between SSU and TCW and everyone else. Yeah, I get it. You're inspired. Yeah, you're inspired. We'll see you in a couple years. We'll see you when you're still doing it. We'll see what you know, who jump ship, as they like to call it. I'll be here. Matt Storm, I love you more than you know. I'm forcing this storyline and you to address your indie fed stuff and come up with a reason, not just ignore it, but build on it. Build on it. And will it be tough? Yup, because you'll have to tell all those other shows, not that you're leaving, but that you kind of need them to not. If you're going to war against SSU, we're not going to give you a shot at the title. Why would we do that? Why? Because you asked? No. What are you going to do?
At the end of the day, these storylines aren't for everyone.
I'm just serious. Like, and Totes is right. The storyline aren't for everyone. But seriously, let me just ask that question. And I mean this. I mean this as a true, like, spit in the face at the indies. I'll acknowledge you. But to what end? You're threatening me? Ha! Ha! With what?
That would be like
You're threatening me with what?
United States.
Not even, because Hitler was a threat, South Texan. Not to say anything about Matt Storm. He is a threat. Matt Storm is a threat if he acknowledged the potential that he had and brought all of that Indie Federation shit here. If he had all 13 Indie Federations that he was a champion in my comments saying, Matt Storm deserves this. He deserves this. He deserves this. He's the champion of my universe. You can't hold him down. Then I had no choice, huh? Then I would have no choice but to acknowledge all of that and put Matt Storm up for a chance, because now the comments are reflecting Matt Storm's story. And I don't have to hear from underhanded shots and YouTube shorts and all this other things that I cannot acknowledge. I cannot acknowledge them because they're not part of the storyline. They're not. All they are is a bunch of dirt sheet people on their Instagram essentially posting, oh, I did a show at a local indie place and I talk bad about the company that I want to be a champion. Oh, you didn't say that? You didn't know that they were going to use your image as the champion to go up against the play? Oh, you didn't know that? Okay, well, that's what's happening. What's business going to be now? It's not like I can just ignore it, right? I have to ignore that the storyline, right? It's a touchy thing because I know that they're out there, right? But the same way you saw in the Royal Rumble when Becky, not Becky, who's John Cena's old wife? When the Bella Twins came back and they started doing the yes chants for Daniel Bryan. The conversation we're having right now is the same conversation that they had during the Royal Rumble when they couldn't acknowledge the Daniel Bryan great legacy because he's in the Indies. And here we are screaming up, Storm, 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 Storm. But we can't acknowledge it. We can't say the name. You know how frustrating that is? It's just like that. In the Women's Royal Rumble, when the Bella Twins got in there, they started doing the Daniel Bryan yes chants, and they did the kicks. And they could do nothing to stop it, but they could not comment and say the name and actually say what's happening. That's what's happening right now. But instead of a positive way, it's a negative way. What if Daniel Bryan was out there trashing WWE and then the Bella Twins came in and did that? That shit wouldn't fly. If people don't like what we got going here, you're crazy. Guys, your history is not to be forgotten, and we won't let you forget it. Matt Storm, can he pull it out of his magic hat? Can he get those other E-Feds to come over here and swarm us, in a sense? Who cares if we don't have the same storyline? Who cares? Matt Storm's one of the greatest, blah, 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 blah. Then it becomes a numbers game where you can't ignore the cries and the cheers of the fans and the people out there in the indies who say, make Matt Storm the champion. And I'm not just going to do it because you say so, Matt. I'll do it because everyone that's behind you and supports you in the indies says so. And then not only will you solidify the indies as something not to be disrespected, you will solidify yourself as the one thing you always wanted to be, and that's the solo season Universal Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, stay seasoned, and I'll see you guys next time on Dragon Ball Z. Angel, Angel, Angel. Oh, Iffy got a Jesus. Iffy, I didn't even see that. Oh my God! Right after the 24/7 comment, she put a huge $20. what did she say? At the end of the day, storylines aren't for everyone. I got that too, but the storylines are amazing. True Totes. That would be like letting Hitler run it. And then this girl, Angel. Each universe is a work with what you brought in type of situation. Bring it to build, not become distracting background interference. True that. Iffy with a huge knowledge drop. And you know, that's, again, live and let live, you know. Freedom of choice. We're not here to tell you guys what to do, but if you see what we do and you like it and you imitate it and you want to be a part of it, well, one, give credit where credit's due. And two, never outshine the masters. One of the greatest stories ever unfolded. One of the greatest episodes we've had in quite some time. We've still got a lot more to go, guys, until the major event of Royal Rumble, where we will be seeing a lot of drama. TCW versus SSU. The Indies seem to be attacking Solo Season Universe for all the drama that he's caused them. Who's going to stand up for me, man? You know? Or will I have to simply stand up for myself? Iffy, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure. Thank you again for the tickets. Dogs, thank you for sticking around, man. Rewatch gang all day, every day. Totes, thank you so much, man, for being patient with me and working out the business. As you know, I can be a bit emotional as I'm a bit connected to those indies, aren't I? Thank you to St. Cloud and Pure Strike Wrestling, a.k.a. Butt Naked Wrestling, for being a great champion. I'll never pull a WWE, man. I'll never pull a WWE. No way, man. $1.99 ticket prices. Absolutely. That's all we ever ask of you guys. Simply buy that $1.99 ticket when you go see Totes. Buy that $1.99 ticket when you go see SSU. Buy that $1.99 ticket when you go see LTD. LTD, again, will never tell you guys to do it, but I will, because that's just who I am. And I have my beliefs in this community, and it just, you know, it is what it is, man. Because you can convince me otherwise. My mind has been changed many a time. I'm simply after the truth, and I'm simply after an entertaining episode. And even though I'm the one who created this entire episode, I had a great time watching it because it panned out perfectly. The injuries, the drama, and of course, the comments. Thank you to all of you guys. Stay seasoned. And we'll see you guys next time. Dragon Ball Z. Man, hold on. I'll give it to you. Hold on. Hold on. Stay seasoned, and I'll see you guys next time on Dragon Ball Z.